And hello guys, and welcome to a new stream. I do apologize for the delay, number of technical issues like usual. And we're at new events, we're at going at the full board across the game, talking about the current issue of server merging and how it's affecting, well, everyone. If you're a player and have been playing for a while, SA servers and EA servers, EA Sports, challenge everything. So there has been a continuous merger of servers. That continuous merger is causing you to meet more players that are stronger, and different servers are continuously getting merged. So you'll find ranges of different servers and they become one, or pretty much you are able to see more of the players on the different servers pretty much in the same tournaments and in the same events, which becomes similar to like hell. Anyway, we'll wait for 1 or 2 minutes for more people to join, and while waiting, actually, we will just commence at the beginning what you should do exactly as soon as you sign into the game. Before I start that, you need to understand that this game really relies on patience. It has so many sections, so many things for you to clear up and do, and it kind of never ends actually. Either in events, either in the direction of powering up, or either in the direction of collecting heroes. So for this stream, we're going to be focusing on the overall cycle of gameplay that you're going to be doing daily. So that's one thing. Second thing, the current events that came out today. And the third thing, which is our actually main focus, is heroes. What's up with heroes? What's wrong with your heroes? What can we fix with your heroes? What you should do in the first place in the non-stop challenge against, well, the strong and powerful pretty much. Let's put a like on him. So we're going to be looking at that, and at the same time we're going to be given codes, but for this time showing the codes is only going to be done once across the stream at some point. And as usual, some codes are kept on the side for players who are actually interacting with the stream. So without any further ado, let's get started. We're going into the imaginary direction. You just logged in a new day. The first thing you would do is understand that you have daily quests. The daily quests are pretty much different things or actions you're going to be taking across the game. Call it gameplay, call it daily events, if you want to call it that, or daily battles. By doing that, you actually gain the hero metal. The hero metal just keeps accumulating here pretty much, and it gives you resources that you're going to be needing to collect from the normal pass if you are a free-to-play player. So why do we complete it? Because in events and different things like playing badge and other things, it requires you to complete the dailies so you can actually get the rewards from the event. So one of the first things that you should do is go to your home world, and you're going to be collecting the homeworld resources twice. So that's going to be the first quest you're going to be doing. Then you would claim it. After that, you can go into challenging battle in xwar once. Everyone knows xwar. The main direction is you need to challenge it at least once in a day to complete the dailies. We're happily enjoying now the direction of you can just skip the battle without having to witness it. Okay, so that's going to be the second quest, and that will give us the first chest and actually an accumulation of gold for 2 hours. Then you have complete 3 battles, legend championship, collect auto combat, complete fast reward, hero summoning, sweep galaxy, clear time travel, ask for help in union once, enhance any equipment, accept cyber bar, complete 3 battles in dimensional arena, and give love once. So we're gonna just skip reading it and coming back to it every quest that we finish, and we're just gonna go directly with the gameplay. So the auto yield, this chest on the xwar home screen, is actually related to collect auto combat reward twice. Then you have your fast reward. You're gonna be doing it twice at least daily. And then you're going to be moving into the union area. We also are going to be looking at the dimensional battle and different things. Okay, so the activity that you do daily is what gives you the activity metal chests from your union, pretty much. You need to be in a union to collect it, and the accumulative number of your activity and the union is what gives you those rewards. Technically, you need 900 activity if you want the 25k cash to be accumulated weekly. That's the 25k. It shows how many people in the union reached 900 activity. So that's kind of important to be in a union that actually focuses on, well, having high people that have high activity. And you can also see the numbers with the activity that are accumulated weekly. These gold looking coins shows the last 7 days of the player and how much activity he accumulated during those days. The accumulation actually comes from this, the activity. Alright, so carrying on and back to the union section, you have quantum invasion, and we're going to be stopping at different parts if they're needed to be actually talked about, and actually what you should do. Alright, so for quantum invasion, you get 2 battles daily. The direction is to cause the high ranking damage that's needed. That is at 24 billion, I guess. 24 billion. So you have the victory, you have the defeat, and you have a draw. What does that mean? It means if your union is victorious against the other union in the accumulation of all the damage all the players were able to achieve, which is this number. See that 1, 2, 6, 7, 240, and in the other side in comparison, 8, 6, 4, 4, 9, 4. Alright, so if your union causes more damage, it's considered a victory. If you're defeated, and if you get a draw. The difference is the accumulation of resources. Here it's 10k for the union metal, 8k, and 9 if it's a draw. Then you have the union store. In the union store you have the ability to exchange by the union metals, the 35k for 1 supreme chest, and the other one for 2500 blue diamonds you can exchange for. Okay, let's look at that supreme chest. A supreme chest is just a chest that gives you rewards. Wow, right? The supreme chest is where you can get actually divine artifacts, and you can get different resources that otherwise are a little bit extremely difficult to get unless from an event like Light of Divine, which you are going to use to upgrade divine artifacts. Then you have Source of Evil, which you are going to use to upgrade dark artifacts. So one of the new updates, and we're going to be looking at 2 major updates they did, is adding the luminous beacon. Beacon. I always call it bacon for some reason. And they added the Templar Glory. So for all the people that were struggling and wanting to get the Templar and wanting to get the luminous, it has been added to the Supreme Chest, and now it can be available in the drop rate directly without having to wait for events. So that's a good thing. It also has 1 dark artifact, Devil's Eye. It reflects the damage that the wearer, the hero that's wearing it, receives, and the other side, the opponent, takes that damage. So we gather the Supreme Chest to actually get those rewards, which is divine artifacts and at the same time 1 dark artifact. Okay, so we've looked here at the 2 Supreme Chests. We're gonna just leave the points of the rare hero pieces and the vibranium. I don't think they're that much important for any player. Now if we're looking at the battle direction, you have a boss. You're going to be battling against him. In that battle, there is a recommendation of heroes you can select, and you're going to go against the Bio Werewolf if the hero is, or the boss is, Einstein, right? So since you get 2 battles, you can actually just highlight the skip and not watch the battle and go into battle directly after selecting your heroes. And then the battle will end automatically after that. Then you can click on view, which is the video icon, to watch how the battle actually went. Alright, so now you're watching the battle and you can actually see how much damage you caused and what actually is the reason for you to actually, well, get killed in some round, a specific round, round 2, round 3. Anyway, what Einstein and the Bio-Werewolves actually do is very simply, Einstein, as rounds progresses, he actually increases their attack, okay? And they actually take less damage, so it increases their defense and the attack. And that is exactly what gets players, because their damage keeps on increasing as rounds progresses. If you looked at that sword that's pointing upwards that has a yellow color, that's pretty much they're gaining an increase in attack. So one of the tricks that people actually use is using Logan to consume or eat Einstein, taking him out of the battle at least for a couple of rounds, to etc, etc, and then Logan can actually repeat his special skill at some point during the different rounds. By taking Einstein out of the equation, the bio-werewolves, if you kill all of them in exactly the same round before it ends, or at the beginning of the first round, the second round, before they actually increase their attack, then you have guaranteed that they will not increase their attack at the highest speed that they can do actually. So taking them out is essential to stop them from increasing their attack. Taking Einstein out by Logan is essential to actually last longer across the rounds. Okay, so you can understand more of the trick of people using Logan. I would say if you're starting in the game, it's not gonna really give you high amounts of damage. If you're late in the game, at that point you'll probably be able to do, during the quantum invasion event time, you'll be able to do sufficient damage. So it's not gonna matter at some point, because you will get the highest reward if your union wins. All right, the union wins by having more damage than the other union. So if that happens, you're all good regardless you used Logan or not. And honestly, I stopped caring about that point and trying different lineups, because I just want the maximum reward that can be achieved, whether it's victory, whether it's defeat, or whether it's a draw. And the dependability comes from the other team members in the union of causing high enough damage as well. So you can just keep on upgrading your heroes, and at some point you'll have sufficient damage regardless of using a specific lineup, this lineup, that lineup. In any case, Einstein is from the Superman faction, and we'll go, when we reach the hero section, into factions and different things. Bio-werewolves actually get the faction bonus, which we will explain, and they're all from the Dark faction. So they increase each other's HP and attack. Okay, so if you're going up against the Dark faction, and let's show it for now, what I'm talking about. Faction bonus, right? There is the faction bonus, and certain factions are strong against each other. So the Dark faction is strong against the Superman faction. Superman faction is strong against technology. Technology is strong against nature, and nature is strong against Dark faction. Then you have the universe, and you have the god heroes, which are strong against each other. So the best direction, of course, would be to use a faction that's not weak against the Dark faction, if you get what I mean. So either technology or a mixture, and nature or nature would be better for than using Superman faction to battle them. So that's one thing. The second thing you have is a draft that increases the bonus for your heroes. So you have the camp restrain or the faction bonus, which will grant you more damage against the opposing faction. And you have also the draft bonus, which is adding heroes from the same faction into the same battle. Also, adding God Universe heroes works fantastic. They are considered from the same faction. So they are considered from the Superman faction if you add them with a faction. Also, adding a Universe hero, it helps in adding armor or broken armor or critical, depending on how many Universe heroes you add. So if you add 3 and then you go into adding 4, pretty much you'll unlock armor plus 25, broken armor plus 20, critical plus 15, and damage immunity plus 15. So it's not a bad thing to have a total lineup that's just God Universe heroes that are really built and awakened, actually. You'll probably need that at some point in the game. Alright, I'm just checking if there is anyone having any questions or has joined. And well, the stream software kinda went all messy and I had to use another one. Okay, So for Quantum Invasion, just focus on building your heroes more on the lineups and using faction bonuses and camp restrain. Sorry, draft bonuses, which is this, and the camp restrain, which can help you if you're beginning to play the game from the beginning. Now moving on after Quantum Invasion, I'm not going to carry in it too much. You have Hub Trial. Hub Trial is battle the boss direction. If you battle the boss and you cause the accumulative damage of 680 million, you will get the Union coins, you will get 25 excellent elite hero pieces, and all the other resources at reaching different stage points of damage. Now battle the boss, depending on the boss level, he can be 6 stars, 2 stars. It kind of depends on your union and how strong they are. Battle the boss fully depends on the hero that you're going up against and how you can actually combat that hero. Usually I'm not changing my lineups anymore. I'm just sticking with this specific lineup, and as you can see, we actually did more damage than the damage needed, and we are at rank 2, and this is actually day number 1. So it kind of depends more on if you're using a divine artifact that can increase damage, for instance Radiance, if you're using Wings of Angel to slow down if you're going against the Fury, if you're using Einstein, so whoever he kills can be resurrected and the battle can be expanded, and stuff like this that allows more time for more damage. Other than this is from the Superman faction, so using Dark Heroes would be actually more ideal. So using, for instance, the God Slayer and adding time can be a good selection actually. 5129. Also the spaceship, sometimes I use the Restore spaceship, Group Attack spaceship, and I don't think we're gonna have enough time for this one to go at these spaceships. In any case, there's also Houston. She's there to decrease his armor so he can take more damage, and because the Templar is upgraded to the max, that actually adds to the same lineup more bonuses. Okay, so the direction again would be to awaken your heroes, increase their spirit link level, and I think yeah, actually hello by the way, it took a long time to actually achieve that. So again, it's not the most important thing that you keep trying different lineups. If you're starting in the game, just cheat from the other players in your union with the heroes you have and they are awakened, because that makes a difference, and just upgrade the spirit link level. We'll get to the spirit link level later. If you're just starting, just focus on as much damage as you can do in the battle, using everything you can of artifacts you have, and eventually this damage is going to be nothing. You can do it in just one day or one attack even. Okay, so this mode of Hub Trials is pretty much straightforward. There's nothing special about it, so we're just going to skip it at this stage. Next is the Mystic Realm. Mystic Realm consists of 50 stages. During those 50 stages, you're going to be put in one hero that's going to be going against, well, a group of total battle heroes, and it's going to be round after round. Your hero is just stuck alone and no one else can be added. So round number 1, if you look at it in any mystic, you're gonna be first going against one enemy, then you're gonna be going against 2, then you're gonna be going against another 2. One is in the back line, so you cannot reach them, and you're gonna have a hard time because you first need to take out the hero in lineup number 1. Okay, and then you're gonna be carrying on until you are taken out. Pretty much. So there's a number of different heroes that are going to be in the battle, and the recommendation, of course, is heroes that recover HP after being attacked. One of them, of course, is Satan, the Harvest Demon or Harvest King, Satan of Hell, pretty much. Aside from that, every single day, depending on the level you've reached or the stage, you can sweep, which will give you the same rewards for that level or floor, right? So for the last one, which is floor number 50, you're gonna have to try it a couple of times. Really build your heroes really, really strong, surpassing the overall power of that lovely looking number. And you're also preferably using heroes that can do damage and recover HP. So that's something important. One example. Another example of a hero. Where's Satan? Yeah. Another example of a hero. A third example coming your way. A fourth example. So the heroes you select do make a difference, and just let's add another example. Okay, and for this one it actually gives you buffs. So every couple of rounds you will get a buff. So that's important. One thing you can do, of course, 100%, is use the lovely artifact Divine Prayer. Why use Divine Prayer? Because it helps in recovering HP when you're going to be killed, and it's also called now Holy Prayer, just so you know. By the way, Holy Prayer actually increases the HP and the damage immunity, so it will protect the hero more during his battle in Mystic Realm. Mystic Realm is pretty much similar to Lost Land. The only difference is you can only use one hero, and the opposing side is going to be using 1, 2, maybe 3 at maximum, or 4, don't remember, it's been a while. And that would be it. You just need to complete until floor level or floor layer 50, and then that's it. It's done. During the floors that you're going to be finishing, there are different rewards for completing the floors. It starts so early as soon as you finish floor number 1. As you can see, it's the layer reward pretty much. By the way, as much as silly it sounds, this is actually what you're sweeping, right? So that would be it for the hero realm. Across the different stages, you will just need to power up and use a hero that can recover HP and have an opportunity of trying many times so you get the right buffs. There are buffs that recover HP, by the way, at the beginning of each round or each battle. Moving on, you have the faction realm. Faction realm is where you are going to take your 6 heroes and you're going to battle 15 rounds or 15 waves. The direction is to survive until you finish it completely, and this is actually related to the relics. By completing different floors, it gives you, hey, how are you? Welcome to the stream. By completing different floors, all right, it gives you different resources. We're talking about the relic cube, the one you use for summoning relics. We're talking about the enchantment relic, which you use to upgrade your relics. And we're talking about either money or either the S+ hero selection relic card. That's pretty much the resources it gives. And also you will find epic relic, the epic relic, pretty much selection card. These are the resources, and the more you progress across the floors, the more you will have the opportunity to gain it. For instance, we have here an S hero relic selection card. Across the floor at floor 40, you have an S+ hero relic custom card. Now, when it comes to this mode, pretty much, if it's nature, you can only use heroes from the nature faction. If you try to use any, look at that error, need 6 heroes of nature faction to start. So as soon as you add your 6 heroes from the nature faction, you'll notice that you got the draft of 6, which will give you HP plus 25 and attack plus 25. You're gonna be going up against a mixture of heroes, so there is no telling which faction. It's all mixed actually. Can be 3 from the same faction, 4, 5 different factions. The main point is whatever heroes you're gonna be selecting, they really need to be upgraded well, have their equipment to T2, and surprise, now we have T3 finally. So we're gonna be looking also at that, the T3 update. Okay, so upgrade your heroes, awaken your heroes to immortal, add the relics, take the relics to T1, and we'll circle back more on the updates that heroes need and how to fix it and issues related to that. And that would be pretty much the beginning of you are going to go into battle in the faction here. So either you can click on battle or you can click on quick battle. Quick battle means you already have passed those waves and you can just skip skip, 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 as you can see, because the game already knows that you're going to win. So that directly will take me to wave number 8. I think if you tried it once, it will be very easy for anyone to grasp how it functions. As you can see, it goes round by round. After you kill all of them, you start the next wave. That's wave 7. You need to complete the 15 waves, at least with one hero still standing at the end, to actually be considered that you've won. Now, here comes the point of upgrades and damage and HP and attack, because at that point, that's how you will actually be able to beat all the waves while still having your heroes. As you can see, we've lost our first hero, and we're going now into wave number 5. And it will carry on like this. By the way, you can switch to exit from watching this and go do something else in the game, or even close the entire game and come back. And you'll find it actually is finished at that stage. Now, we're still watching round number 5, and we're losing more of our heroes, unfortunately, because of the Fury wave, and because we have Galaxy and a number of heroes that are destructive and cause too much damage, like that dragon, which poisons everyone. Alright, and round number 5, we have Toku, we have Anubis, Fury, and Zeus. Faith also is in the background, and Catastrophe is also available. So it is actually a very strong combination of heroes if they are all strong and awakened. Now we can see that Fury isn't causing that much damage to Afra, which is one of the main reasons that we're still surviving up till this point. And we can see here a buff available. Let's select eliminate the target and gain 20 points of energy. By eliminating the target and gaining more points, we'll have the opportunity to use the special skill of our heroes faster actually. The only condition, of course, is to take out an enemy. And the battle still continues in round number 3. And we're lucky because Afra, Thinker, and Indira have enough HP recovery to back up each other and not get killed easily. Alright, so we're coming into round number 2, and still we have 2 explosion bombs in the background, one in the front and one in the background. Van Helsing. As soon as Van Helsing is taken out, he causes excessive damage that exceeds 500%, and he is a bomb, he is a ticking bomb in being taken out. Alright, let's see what we can do, and at this stage they're surviving because of Cyber Ronin recovering their HP and Saint Matthew helping in recovering of HP. So the first bomb exploded, the second bomb exploded also. Afra and Thinker are very helpful, including the Radiance Divine Artifact, which is reducing their damage, by the way. Thinker is wearing the Radiance. Alright, so we enter into wave remaining 1, and we have a Fury wave, Satan, and much more in damage causing. Okay, let's see, will we be able to actually finish it this time? Okay, nice. Alright, and this will be considered the last round, and for some interesting reason it has 2 Tokus and Gonable. Alright, let's see. How is this gonna end? What Einstein is gonna do exactly is resurrect 2 of the heroes that fall. And the 2 Tokus were finally able to at least take out Afra. And they're very close in taking out Indira, but they couldn't. Not enough time. And that would be clearing up stage... My god. What happened? That would be pretty much clearing up stage 49, and now we're at stage 50. Anyway, let's exit. For some reason something happened to it. Alright, so that would be looking at the Mystic Realm, Faction Realm. Okay, it fixed itself. So stage 49 has finally been completed, and when we sweep it in the upcoming time, we're actually going to be sweeping this chest. Moving on to the Dimensional Battle. So Dimensional Battle, many people know it, many people have seen it, and pretty much it depends on the merit points or the ranking, and that ranking is for your union and for you as an individual. Individual ranking is based on the damage or taking of fortresses and defeating players. Union ranking is based on the merit points your entire union collects by being and holding fortresses for as long as they can per hour. So you start off happily in your base, you have your teams, you can unlock more of the teams, team number 5 and number 6 and number 4, when you have more heroes awakened to immortal. So the more heroes you have awakened to immortal, the more you can use more teams. Each team has the ability to attack 3 times and to be moved to another fortress 2 times. That condition is applied when the fortress, like this one, it has a timer on top of it. So that will automatically deduct from the team you move one, let's call it 1 reinforcement charge or 1 point. Okay, so if I move team 4 here, and we look again at team 4, team 3, team 4 on the top, on the bottom. Oh, okay. So team 4 lost 1 reinforcement charge. Why did team 4 lose it? Team 4 lost it because the fortress itself, okay, has that red text on it that has a clock, which kind of means that there is combat in that fortress, and until it runs out and the fortress looks like this, it will deduct reinforcement charge or the ability to move your heroes. So what happens if I move my hero and a fortress is occupied already by my union and it doesn't have that timer? What will happen simply is you lose nothing. Pretty much you're not using anything to move your hero. So you maintain the reinforcement charge and you maintain the attack charge. So that's why some players wait until the fortress doesn't have any timer on top of it, and then they move their heroes because it's considered free, even if you do not have any reinforcement charge to move to a fortress. For instance, I can keep moving my heroes in their teams, right, from one fortress to the other, based on it doesn't actually consume any reinforcement charge to move them like this. Okay, let's check again. Let's check those 2 teams. Nothing deducted. Now, the direction is very simple. You're going to start attacking fortresses to take them from the other unions. In each game of the dimensional battles, there are 4 unions. You can look at their colors here. All right. Your direction is to occupy these fortresses, the small ones, and each different one of them with the letter can give you more points. So the S1 is the highest, then the A is the highest after that, and the B below it directly, and the C is the lowest. Okay, so if you go to the fortress, any fortress, and then you click on the garrison, you can see how many defenders, how many teams are in the fortress, how many points is it accumulating per hour, and this pretty much will tell you, if you're putting a team in this fortress, how much merit points can you gain, the points that are actually in the ranking that give the ranking. Second thing, you can see the defender teams which are in the fortress, and every team can be attacked only 6 times before it's sent to the home base, before it's thrown out of the fortress and back to the base. That is in the case that the team didn't lose the battle. If the team lost the battle, it will be thrown automatically back to the base, which is here, and then you're gonna have to start again moving it and putting the team in a fortress. So the division, the base pretty much is 28 base. Depends on the number itself, the piece, okay, where the base is. Your home, pretty much. Okay, then you can only move in adjacent direction related to the fortresses and attacking. If you see, there is a small blue line connecting fortresses, right, going from C9 here to B9. Okay, so you can attack like this and then attack B9, and then you can attack A6, and then you can also attack B12. You cannot attack sideways, by the way. So you cannot attack A7 while you are in B6. Okay, you have to move closer to it, the adjacent fortress, so you can actually attack it. So if you are in B12 occupied by your union, you can attack C10, the one in the bottom, but you cannot attack B11, and you cannot attack C11, and you cannot attack A8. You cannot attack A8. Sorry about that. Getting a little bit tired from trying to remember all the information. So the adjacent direction 100% needs to follow the direction of where the fortress is connecting to it. That lovely blue line. B12 attacks A7, A7 attacks A8, A8 attacks B10, B10 attacks B1, B1 attacks A2, A2 attacks B2, B2 attacks C1, C1 can attack C2, C1 can attack the base, but you cannot attack the base, by the way, just so you know. C1 attacks B3, B3 can attack B2 and can attack if the base is actually a fortress, and then B3 can attack A1, A1 can attack 4 ways, B2, A2, S1, A3, and also attack B3. So that would be the attack direction. Now, in the battlefield, there are rewards for capturing fortresses, for accumulating a specific number of union points, and for also the number of attacks you do. Next, you have the limited quests. Limited quests start across the event itself, and it requires you to capture a specific fortress with a specific label. Once you do that, you'll automatically gain the reward if the timer runs out while your union is occupying that fortress. So it can be occupy A3. You need to attack and reach A3, put your team in A3, hold A3 until the timer runs out. See that timer of the fortress breakout? That's to tell you of when the next one is coming. Then all the points your union accumulates will be used to summon the Juggernaut. The Juggernaut is gonna be a boss battle pretty much. You're gonna be battling a boss depending on his star level, and you will get rewards based on that. Alright, after we understood more of that, let's look at the map. This is pretty much the map. You can use it to understand which fortresses your union occupies. First, we are in the color of blue. Okay, you need to know your fortress name. By blue, on the lower side of the screen, the map, you can see what fortresses you hold. You can see collision, what fortresses it has, yellow, and so on in coloring. Coloring makes it easier. You also have the gameplay guidance. If you ever wanted to know which fortress gives you more points per hour, you have the different buffs that you can gain from attacking Solar Sanctuary, Lunar Sanctuary, Astral Sanctuary, Void Sanctuary, and you can see the buffs that the entire union will gain. You have also the schedule to know which day of the event you're in, and there's also the registration stage, which is before the battle stage. Gameplay guidance, if you actually want something to explain it to you, you can actually look at it, understand it, read it to understand when it starts, how many buffs you can gain by attacking the sanctuaries, and so on and so forth. After you've done all of that and now you understand, there's also the chat functionality where you can text directly your union, message them related to the dimensional battle. By just one click, it will take you to the chat. Okay. Union buffs, for you to check on it, you will just click on the icon of union buffs. If you've entered after a long day and want to check on the combat records and the battle and see it, you would click on the record. This is the entire union. If you want the individual record, you can just click on the individual record, which is you, who attacked you, what happened, did you lose the battle, did you win, and so on. Okay, so at this stage, it's time for us to actually go into attacking and making them miserable by me entering. So the enemy team is at 17 million, all right? We're going to attack that enemy team with team number 4, and we're going to lose 1 attack charge. As soon as you attack, you will see either battle victory or that you lost, and it's going to show both sides with their heroes. The heroes that are grayed out were taken out in battle, and if you click on the video icon, you'll be able to see directly the battle, that was just commenced and finished. Okay, victory. Now that we took over that fortress, we're going to move to the adjacent one from c7 to b7. We're going to attack b7, and b7 has a team of 44 million for that player. We're going to be using team number 2 at 58 million to actually have a chance at winning. Okay, so we won. Now we're going to move into another adjacent fortress. This one is empty. It doesn't have any teams. At the same time, it's occupied by another union. So we're going to be using one of our weak teams to move in and take it. So this is called union occupying. You occupied the union because no players are in it, but you still need to use an attack charge. Alright, so we've gained more fortresses by taking out the player in that fortress. He's at 70 million. I'm not going to even attempt it. I created the lineup at least with 64. So that's not going to work. So we'll move into another one. Okay. For that player, both of the two teams he added are not strong enough to actually survive a battle against my lineup that I'm going to be using for team number 2. And we are considered have won. And you can attack actually up to 10 times with the same team if you keep winning battle after battle, because you can add different teams into the same fortress, yours or someone from the same union. Let's give a try with team number 1 related to this player. Alright, so that didn't work out good, but you can see something interesting. There's something called the morale. The morale, as I said before, is the number of attacks that a team can take before they return to base. So what do? Sometimes we use our weakest teams to keep attacking the same team, because they're either too strong or it's difficult to beat them, or we just want to speed up and take that player out. So as soon as the 6 morale are taken fully from that team, you can just use another team to move in and take the fortress. Despite the player is stronger than you, you still can steal the fortress if he is the last team in the fortress. Now we're going to be using one of our weakest teams to attack the fortress that's empty to occupy it. So as you can see, we moved a little in occupying different fortresses, taking them by force, and we're carrying on in more attacks across the map. The direction is very simple: to push as fast as possible the other unions from different directions and to expand. Now we're going to be doing an attack on the fortress S1 that has so many heroes, so many teams in it. You'll be able to see every single player that was attacked, and the fortress can take up to three sides or 3 full teams in it. So it can have multiple players with multiple teams. So that's 1, okay, that's 2, and that's 3. To take the fortress of S1, you need to take them all out. The defenders are this amount of defenders. If you take out all these teams, then you can have the S1 fortress taken. So they have 26 teams in total in that fortress. Now, I think we kind of understand and grasp the idea of actually attacking and how to go about this part. So the last thing I'm going to do before actually exiting is move some of my teams in a better fortress so they can gain more merit points easier. And then I'm going to move some to the fortress that's ranked B, C, instead of C, because B fortresses give more. And I also want them to be a little bit far away from being easily attacked. Alright. If you want to know where your team actually is, you can see it in the division 5-2 A7 fortress, and then 37B8 fortress, and so on. Now we have completed all the quests and we collected the rewards of the battlefield rewards. Limited quests will have to wait until the countdown and then it starts. Our ranking has improved and we went into ranking number 9 instead of ranking 17. And since we're ranking number 9 as an individual, 4 to 20 would be a ranking, and we'll get random gem chests, 20 stigmata and enchantment, and so on. Are you guys going for 3-star gem chest tomorrow? We always try, regardless. We're gonna always try, regardless. Whether we succeed or not, we are going to try. Anyway, let's move into the next thing, which will not be able to show, which is the lovely Union War. Union War, it's an entire battle of one lineup you're gonna be using, and as soon as you use those heroes, you're gonna need to use other heroes. One union against the other. Let's enter into the battlefield, and it still hasn't started. A random union is going to be selected, and your entire union is going to need to formulate a lineup for each player and then attack the other side. We really don't have any allies in war. I don't even understand what's the point of saying that or writing it, but it's supposed to reference the rest of the other teams, right? The lineups that you see from your same union. So pretty much it's your union members. They're not allies in war because you're the same. You're one union. So it's added randomly, and then you have 5 attacks every single day, and you need to actually beat them to get points. When you get the points, there is the individual war ranking points. If you win, victory. If you lose, defeat. If you draw, which means both of you have the same amount of points, then it's a draw. So in terms of the rewards, it really benefits and it really is related to your daily tournament ranking, and we'll get to the arena upcoming. So based on that, okay, this is going to be the rewards that you can get, pretty much. The daily tournament. Okay, 3-star gem chest, 5 p.m. and 5 a.m. Malaysia time. We'll see. Okay. So aside from the Union War, I mentioned that it's related to the arena. If you go to the daily arena, pretty much this is the ranking that actually gives you better rewards. The higher your ranking, the better the rewards you'll gain. How do you get a better ranking? By gaining more points. How do you gain more points? By defeating more players in battle. And at the beginning of each day, you get free opportunities from the lottery ticket to actually battle. I believe you get almost 2 or 3 for free, and then you're going to be using directly your arena or lottery ticket for the arena to actually battle. If you keep on winning, you keep accumulating points. The points that you accumulate will keep on accumulating. You will lose some, you will gain some, depending on who you're fighting. And as soon as they accumulate, yeah, it's not going so well. I need to change the lineup. As soon as they accumulate into entering into the next ranking, then that is actually pretty much what you're going to be getting related to the Union War victory chest. So if you're at the Dominator, you will get that, etc., etc. And also this is related to the Union itself, by the way. So mix and match, but it's more related to the Union, I believe. Then again, if you look at your union, you know it's 5 stars. You're not going to get that much information in looking at it, and so on. Moving on to the next section of what's available in the game, which is the space area. The space area, aside from a number of things we will not visit this time, you have space discovery, beautiful place for resources, kind of challenging with puzzles. You have the Star Trek. Star Trek pretty much is exploring and battling in different points. You're clicking on them, so I'm just going to call them points. And that is what gives you the Star Trek currency. This one. Star Trek. This one. Interstellar currency. Interstellar currency, that's what you're going to be using to exchange for the stellar chest and for the stellar event chests as well. Battling in it is pretty much straightforward, and you gain heroes across the battles. You also gain the revitalizer that actually helps you to give HP back to all your heroes if they have been eliminated. You also get buffs and the usual in the game. After that, you have your cyber bar quests. Cyber bar quests are pretty much quests that you deploy heroes to do. and they give you the reward at the end of the time that is on the left side. Okay, you can refresh it. You can choose the refresh rate because there is a number of stars, and you can choose to change what type of quest is accepted because there's a star level of these quests. Also, if you're very careful in looking, there is white color, yellow, and red. What difference does it make? It makes a difference that that quest has the possibility of turning, if you refresh it, to something better. Can be common summon scrolls, can be faction scrolls, but it kind of does depend on your luck and the game and you trying to refresh. You also have the task ticket, the cyber bar, and the advanced task ticket. Advanced task ticket are more better in giving you actually resources, especially if you're looking at mainly 2 you want, or 3. Blue diamonds, faction scrolls, common summon scrolls. That's the most important 3 things you can want. Maybe if you're starting at the game, you're going to be needing more of the enchantment stone to upgrade the level of your heroes before going to the spirit link, and then needing more and more of it. But at the beginning, you're more focused on common summon scrolls and wanting it, and blue diamonds to exchange for different resources, which becomes a little bit difficult if you're just new. Then you can just click on accept and take all the quests, and it will automatically deploy your heroes. If you put a hero you do not want him to do the quest, or you want to stop it pretty much, you can click on dispatch, and by clicking on dispatch you reset the quest, and you can even refresh it if it's possible. Alright, so we've done that part. We're gonna be looking at expedition. Expedition is very simple. It's like you're in the galaxy, you're going to different galaxies, different planets. Each planet has a battle. That battle requires different conditions and different heroes. The conditions are battle victory, can be put a specific number of heroes from a specific faction, and that 6 of them survive, or they have HP above 80% when you win, stuff like this. So by clicking on one tap, it will automatically add the heroes that are fit for the expedition here, and you can actually change the lineup of the heroes, but you cannot change the heroes. You will need to use those heroes. So the more you advance, the more you get stars. 3 stars at some point is going to give you the 10 common summon scrolls. Aside from that, every single day you log in, you can click on collect, and you're going to be collecting these 2 resources for free. Now if you go to galaxy, you'll be able to see the different galaxies available. So many across the game you're going to be going up against until you start needing actually god/universe heroes to be able to get the 3 stars. As you can see, the number of galaxies, so much. So to get the 10 common summon scrolls, you need 30 stars in all these galaxies. Ranking board is pretty much simply the number of stars you've accumulated and finishing galaxies. Every time someone finishes a new galaxy and gets a new ranking with a new star, you will get 50 diamond reward, and that goes for everyone. Of course, he needs to meet the condition of reaching a specific number set by the game. Right? So what does number 1 get? Number 1 gets a frame. Rank first in expedition stars quantity. And of course we can look at what is frames, right? Because I said it, right? Frames is pretty much a frame of your avatar that gives you attack and HP boost increase to all your heroes. Watch this, you're gonna like it. You're gonna love this. You see that difference in overall power, 79? Okay, let's change the frame again and go with the +8. Okay, wow, it's 81 million. Wow, can't believe it. Anyway, frames is an addition to every single hero by attack and HP increase, and you can see there are different frames with different attack and HP. Titles also give the same, and titles are gained across the game and including battling in the Void Ring. Here, pretty much. You battle based on actually being in the daily tournament at a specific rank, And then if you take the rank and can hold it, you get the title. Temporary, unless it's taken from you. Other than this, the title remains with you. Okay, so after that, there is the beautifying aspect of if you're gonna be selecting a frame just because of beauty, but it's not gonna do any difference for your heroes. Yeah, this is what you're looking at. Just looks pretty. Different frames exist, and you can actually get them in during different events if you buy a specific hero or something like that. So it comes and goes. Then you have the avatar pictures, which you can collect by buying the new heroes when they come out, and depends on the game and the events also. They might give it for free, like the 2-year anniversary frame. And the 2024 1-year anniversary, and you have your main hero avatar that are open to everyone. Okay, Toku has an avatar. No available title, no attribute. Anyway, that would be looking at the part of the frame. Next, you have time travel. All of us know time travel. Anyone doesn't know time travel? If anyone doesn't know time travel, raise your hand, write a comment, put a sticker, do anything. No? I believe no? Okay. So time travel is different stages or different floors or layers across the tree. He doesn't really have a name, whether I like to or not. So the tree pretty much just keeps on becoming stronger and stronger as you progress through the different stages. Starting from stage 19 or 20, he becomes crazy strong. And if you survive long enough to surpass stage 24, this one, oh yeah, he becomes insane. He becomes insanely strong. So in 24, people are still passing it, it's still working, there's still some hope. 25 becomes even more insane, and 26, upper level. Anyway, why do we actually battle this tree? We battle this tree for a very simple reason. Because it gives us the shards for T2, the shards for T1, and advanced recast tool kit. What are shards? For those, that is the resource you use to upgrade your equipment. Where is your equipment? Each hero can have 4 equipment. Consider the hero like a warrior. He has the sword, he has the shield, he has the armor, and has the boots. All of that can be evolved, which gives you more attributes and more HP or attack, speed, critical, and so on, by using the T2 Divine Stone or T1. Actually, T3 is coming out, so that's gonna be interesting. Let's see if a hero that actually has T2 can go into T3. Okay. So T3 is the new upper level addition that they've been working on it for quite some time. So what's the difference? So what? The difference is it looks very cool, as you can see. That's one thing. The difference also is it will add more attributes to your hero, and you can select a class. An advanced class can be selected. Wow, select a class. So based on the class of Toku, you're gonna have to select her class. Do not select to support, she's not a support. And that also tells us T3 Divine Stones are coming our way. Dun, 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 dun. Rank up to T3 to activate class specific plus 5 attack and plus 5% HP. So that's gonna be an additional bonus of HP by percentage and attack to the hero that actually gets that upgrade, which is very unique and very special. By the way, the shards for T1 and T2, this is T2, this is T1, and T3 will be rolling out when they say about that point. Anyway, should we actually share part of the codes that will be given in the stream? What do you think? Hold on from doing that or actually share it? Tell me what you think. Should we share the codes and stop for a minute or two? It's 2021. As you can see, the more you progress, the more resources you can get, actually. It kind of depends also. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Anyway, until we hear a response about, do you guys want to start with the code direction? Amongst the things that are available in time travel is the Stigmata Zone 1, Stigmata Zone 2, and Exclusive Dungeon. The difference between the three is Exclusive Dungeon directly gives you Chest of Uru. Hey, welcome. It's good that you made it. So the difference for the Exclusive Dungeon, if you compare it to Stigmata Zone 1 and Stigmata Zone 2, Exclusive Dungeon is 3 rounds. 3 rounds. Gives you the Chest of Uru. It can give you also Vibranium ore, and it can give you Mithril ore. Advancing in it at some point becomes a little bit more complex and more difficult, and you can also sweep it for free. But of course you need the energy, and it needs to be resetted in 8 hours and 54 minutes. So getting Chest of Uru free from the game and gaining Vibranium ore can be done in the Exclusive Dungeon. The difference between that and Stigmata Zone 1 and 2, this pretty much just gives you the Stigmata Zone and gives you Sigil. It has nothing to do with Chest of Uru. And it's one boss versus you. Unlike the other one, it's actually considered a full lineup. What does a full lineup mean? It means 6 heroes versus 6 heroes, normal format like xwar, and this one is like time travel exactly. 6 versus 1 boss. Of course, after you win your battle and all is good, right? Let's see. No. After you win your battle and all is good, you'll actually gain the resources that are... I need to actually add the lineup from the beginning. Anyway, I'll skip on that. After getting the resources, you get the Stigmata Stone and you'll get Sigil directly. It doesn't have to be 6 stars or 5 stars. Hey, what's up? Let's try here. Both lineups have been removed. Yeah, I'm gonna take time to even consider or think of a lineup to use and check even if I can copy one. So I'm not gonna do the battle for now. I'm just gonna skip. Don't care that much even about doing it for now. So okay, Sigil, right? You get Sigil, you get terrible looking Sigil. Let's just show directly how Sigil will look. Okay. When you're starting off in Stigmata Zone 1 and Stigmata Zone 2, you'll be getting rubbish. Yeah, see that red looking color? 4 stars, 3 stars, 2 stars, excellent, Sigil, and so on. At some point, you will be frustrated and I want better looking Sigil, stronger Sigil, all that beautiful looking color like this one and this one. Okay. The more you progress in Stigmata Zone 1 and Stigmata Zone 2, by the way, you might never have noticed, but you can actually slide left and right. It actually starts to improve its drop rate. If you go back. Do you notice something? I think the color will be very clear for you that the more you progress in time travel, Stigmata Zone 1, Stigmata Zone 2, the better resources that should be dropped easier actually is dropped. At some point, if you battle a couple of times, maybe over time also, you can actually get a Sigil that's 6 stars directly from here, but it's very rare. It happens, but rarer than the rest of the others. So what you actually gain from battling there, you can actually use it directly. Where is it? In the Stigmata shop. Remember those Stigmata stones? Once you collect 12k, you can exchange it directly for, oh look, it's a 5-star Sigil. Once you collect 24, you can exchange directly for 1 selection card of the Sigil you want for 6 stars. So saving it up can actually give you the opportunity to get a samurai sigil, and then you select its position by the selection card. So what's a selection card, you may ask? Selection card are cards that look exactly like this. This is a 6-star Apocalypse Sigil selection card. You'll select the position of the sigil and then you will use it, and it will give you directly the sigil at 6 stars. So the Stigmata shop, unfortunately, it doesn't have all those cool sigils because you have to pay to get them, or in an event, for instance, that's like the Galaxy Temple, where the Galaxy Treasure at the end, it gives you this lovely looking card. So Striker, Guardian, Vital, Thorn, Phantom, Succubus, Mirage. Actually, we haven't gotten yet to the current events because I'm doing the butchering of explaining almost the entire game and what you should do. No, we haven't gotten to the rabbit harvest. And by the way, this is the second time I'm going to be doing the rabbit harvest, and there's already a video on the channel from last year focusing on the rabbit harvest. So because it's the event for the second time, same event, I kind of know, and everyone will know what to do actually. We're lucky this time. Okay, so we're back, and now we can understand. If you want to get T1 and T2, it will be time travel. If you want to get Sigil and want to get the Stigmata Stone to exchange in the Stigmata shop, it will be Stigmata Zone 1 and Stigmata Zone 2. And if you want to get Chest of Uru, Vibranium Ore, and Mithril, it will be the exclusive dungeon. Okay. Next, you have Galaxy Wanted, and many people suffer in Galaxy Wanted in advancing through the stages. Pretty much it also has its own ranking board, by the way, and you can sweep daily for twice, and those twice actually give you Enchantment Stone and experience, hero experience, and rare hero pieces, the 3. What's the value of sweeping? Even though it's not that much, it can give you early in the game. Yeah, we all suffer from that, even me. It can give you early in the game that lovely, colorful pink stone, the enchantment stone. And then you're gonna be needing a lot of that to actually upgrade 6 heroes above level, what was it? 200, 300, something like that. And then you can put them in the Spirit Link. So you're going to be needing to collect a lot of them across the game, and you're going to find that resources are not a lot and difficult to get, and you're suffering and it's taking too much time. That actually changes as you progress through the game and become stronger. It becomes easier actually. So one of the things, if you're stuck at a specific layer, aside from asking for help and being patient and not crying every single day because you'll get beaten badly, check the recent clearance. You see that video icon? You need to check it because there might be someone who just paused that layer and it will show his lineup. That's number 1. Number 2, you need to understand actually the heroes you're going up against. What's their weakness? What can you do that can make a difference? Why you get your butt kicked when you're battling them by actually watching the battle, not just skip, and you don't even know what happened. So in this one, light is going to be a problem, Indira is going to be a problem, and we have combat type Q-Pin, which is going to be an advanced problem. Why is he an advanced problem? Because he recovers their HP, and Thinker is also there. So if light doesn't take you out, Indira is going to take you out. If Indira doesn't take you out fast enough, Q is gonna be removing all the damage, including Cyber Ronin being there to recover their HP and increase their damage. What is good against Sally? Many things are good against Sally. It depends on the galaxy layer you're actually stuck on, which galaxy wanted, and the channel actually has a collection of galaxy wanted videos in a playlist. Usually, if it's Sally, you just can use, for instance, Lady Ivy to twine her, Petrification by Medusa. Okay, you can also use Space Kong to speed up Toku to slice through them and take them out faster. You might be adding Einstein depending on which layer. We also sometimes use buffers, for instance Cupid, to increase the attack and put the DPS in number 1 or number 2. So it kind of really depends. At least that can be done, and you can also use Silas if he attacks her directly. He'll slow her down actually and cause her more damage. So I need to know the layer and check it out in the videos already available, because you cannot go back in Galaxy Wanted. If you progress, you cannot go back to even watch your own battle. That's it, the end. So do tell me the layer later or in the video comments, and we'll see. Maybe it's already on the channel. Okay, so after Galaxy Wanted, because there isn't much actually in Galaxy Wanted. There is only, I need to select the right lineup. I need to have strong heroes. I need to increase the level 785, of course. Yeah, I covered 785, I believe, before. I'll check later after the stream. Okay, check in the comments description of this video, which is just gonna be a stream after this, but just a video. Check in the comments description of this video. I'll get that video and share it, or I'll share the lineup and what can be done. Yeah, it's 785, right? Just to remember again. The layer number. Let me check. 785. Okay. So anyway, one of the things that really helps, because everyone would love an easy direction when it comes to Galaxy Wanted. So let's just say it for once in one video. Okay. First, you need the heroes you're going to be using to be awakened, right? Clear. That point is clear. If it's an A hero, you're using him as a buff, he will need HP somehow. And we'll explain that. If it's your normal heroes, your DPS, your support, you need to have them awakened to immortal, because better chances. You also need the right lineup. You also might need to use a draft, and you also need to take into account the faction bonus to increase the damage. So buffing the attack of Toku, for instance, or her speed can help 100%. What else? Alright. Another key factor, aside from increasing the level of the heroes, which is related to the spirit link level, which is related to your heroes level. We're at level 441. Okay, increasing that level every almost 10 levels or 20 is equal to an increase in overall power of 1 million. Okay, let that sink in. So upgrading the spirit link level, if you're there actually, 10 levels, 20 levels, 30 levels, that can be sufficient enough for you to win in Galaxy Wanted. So that's one point. Second point, reincarnation treasure is very important that you start collecting it and upgrading it. Why? Because of the faction bonus, because of the attack increase and the HP, and because you can keep increasing the HP of your heroes, specifically the HP and the attack, okay? And that will give your heroes more HP, so when they take damage, they can survive a little bit longer, and they can do more damage, which equals a win. So Galaxy Wanted really links that you need to really push on your reincarnation treasure. The more treasure you have, the stronger your heroes overall will be anyway. Next, having your relics, 100%. Upgrading your gems and having them, 100%. Adding the correct artifacts. Honestly, Galaxy Wanted highly depends on every single detail to get a result. So adding their correct equipment, adding the right sigil, or using redemption, for example, for resurrection of a hero that falls, can help. Also, one of the things that plays an important role is finishing the star tech. The star tech gives your heroes additional attributes of attack and HP and the faction bonus Wrath. So if you haven't finished it, you will need to, because you need every ounce of attack and HP you can get. Next, which actually plays an important role and a difference, upgrading your Union Institute. So what does the Union Institute do? The Union Institute allows the heroes you're going to be using from the subfaction. For instance, these are heroes that are Raider type. You have Ranger type, you have Mage type, and you have Warrior type, like Rockefeller or Thinker. The hero that you upgrade, these upgrades, he can cause more damage related to another type of subfaction of a hero. So if I keep upgrading this one here, any hero you can see on the bottom will cause more damage to the same, which is a Raider. Here, these heroes will cause more damage to healer type subfaction category heroes, to Warrior, and then you have to Ranger, and then you have to Mage, and then more immunity. It becomes harder that your heroes in the subfaction here are affected by silencing and disarming. Next will be Petrification and Charm. Petrification like Medusa, Charm like Anna, and then Twining and Paralyzing. Twining is Lady Ivy. Paralyzing, I think it can be Silas, but I'm not sure. Don't remember who actually does paralyzing. Oh, Lady Jane. Ice paralyzing also. Right, and then you have immunity from stunning, which is a lovely hero like Rockefeller, for instance. He stuns the enemy. Stunned enemy cannot attack. So this will protect you more from, for instance, Toku getting stunned easier. Then the last two, which are very important also. They're all important, unfortunately. Critical resistance increasing the attribute of the heroes. Critical damage resistance increasing the attribute of all the heroes in that subfaction category. So if you look at the attributes, you have critical resistance, critical damage resistance. From amongst them, there are specifically two that you can just upgrade by upgrading in the Union Tech, which the Union Institute, critical damage resistance and critical resistance. So these two do not rely on Sigil mainly, and do not rely on gems, equipment, etc., etc. They can also be increased directly from Union Institute, these two. Critical damage resistance, which means when a critical lands on your hero, you can resist the increase in damage that your hero takes, and critical resistance, resisting that you are actually affected by a critical hit. When a critical hit falls on your hero, the damage is multiplied, maximized, increased. So this gives you more resistance for that, which will decrease the damage you take. So increase in damage, protection from different statuses being afflicted or done to you, and then reduce damage and critical done to you. Another, this is actually one of the last ones, unfortunately. Union Tech. Different heroes are from different unions, union subcategory. Warrior is a category, Master is a category, Ranger, Radar, and Healer. Upgrade them will give you actually the attributes, bonus, or increase that you're looking for. Critical damage, skill damage, critical, broken armor, HP, attack, HP, attack. The difference between these four is this is a percentage and this is just a fixed number when you max it out. Increase it, all your heroes will gain boosts of immunity, critical, skill damage, attack, and HP. After you've finished all of that, if you're still alive after many months, your heroes actually will be stronger and can survive longer when you are actually battling in Galaxy Wanted. Okay, so before we move on, I believe it's time to actually show the codes. The version is a little bit long and I think I might have to cut it at some point. You still have the arena. You still have Void Championship in the Reincarnation Treasure. You still have linking it to the Reincarnation Treasure. You still have actually looking at heroes and how to actually power them, build them, and be ready to the destruction that's coming our way and the events currently. So I might need to carry on doing this in a second part in another stream, and I guess we'll have to stop unfortunately at the arena. Unfortunately. Because we still have something more important, which is powering up, showing the codes and the current events. So I guess the last thing I'm gonna do is just go to the match play, collect the metal for actually ranking, and register for another legend group. It does give that error when you try to register. You can just try to do it again if you have enough diamonds and it will work. Okay, what I just collected, just to show it before we go into showing the codes, the legend mall. In the legend mall, and depending on the legend ranking you're battling in, can be silver, can be gold, can be diamond. You're actually the one selecting based on meeting the requirements, and the dominator. You are exchanging directly for heroes here by collecting enough metals. If you collect 5k, then you can exchange for those lovely group of heroes on the top you can see. Below them, you'll find the 4k, and below them, you'll find the 3 and the 2k. You also find directly T2 Divine. You also find the insanity of exchanging for 100 for 10 legend metals. And the legend, the last one, the big boys one, the big leagues, the whale leagues, you have God Hero Universe directly, 4 of them. They're also available if you go to the deconstruction store. Well, look, it's 4 also. What's best to buy in Legend Mall? That's a good question. Just remember it's exchanging, not buying. But I understand what you mean. Depends on which part of the game you're actually at and which hero you're focused on. Of course, 100% Julia is a good selection. Indira is a good selection. The God Slayer is a good selection until you finish him and can move on. Fearless Aegis is a good selection, has his usage. Fury, finishing him. Honestly, there's a large amount of good selections on the top, the 5k. So I would just summarize it with if you finish the normalized heroes, easier to get. The 5k ones, of course, have value. But you might want to skip Rex and start with the other ones first and then maybe circle back to Rex. Leave the Immortal Spirit Deer on the side. Focus on Demon of Souls. Focus on Fearless Aegis, Spectral Witch, Forest Avatar. She actually, Julia, will help you to progress faster in the game. So finishing her can give a good addition. Mecha Valkyria, good selection. Also Satan and Indira. So if you're looking at a hero that's more tested, good, speed, attack, go with Indira, Electric Arc. And also go with Forest Julia. God and Universe are harder to get. Yes, in the effort that is needed, even if you're gonna go with the direction of series I made of how to try at least to get these 4, yeah, it's exhausting. It takes time. But the point is, there is a series on the channel that actually explains to you collecting the essence that you're gonna be needing, 800 essence, and that you will need to destroy actually S plus heroes to actually get it, and how to use S heroes to get the essence. If you get the essence at 800, you can directly exchange for a copy of those heroes, the God/Universe. Then your problem will be, where do I get a second copy? During that time, you will also start saving up your faction crystals, not using them, and then exchanging for the same hero from the other side. That's actually how I awakened time to Mystic. So time is a universe hero. Okay, getting him, upgrading him, collecting 2 copies at a time, awakening him, all of that actually requires that you mix and match 1 copy from the shopping mall and 1 copy from the faction store. Does it take time? Yes. Actually, if you don't know, my direction is to collect all the heroes, awaken all the heroes to immortal. That's actually a long direction I said a long time ago, and I'm still carrying on it. As you can see, we're starting more and more to progress in finishing the S plus, easier to get heroes. And almost all the heroes until here almost have been awakened either to immortal or coming close. Some, for instance, Queen of Desert just requires one. No, it didn't take 10 years actually. It didn't take 10 years. It's less than 2 years actually, and the more you understand what to do and how to get more copies of heroes, okay, the more you can even speed yourself up. Less than 2 years actually. One of the things that you will need to do is try to get the S plus card when it comes to any events, the hero selection S plus card. Second thing, try to collect the Dominator metal if you can compete there. If you cannot and go in a downgrade, at least try to get to the diamond group, and then collect and accumulate, if you can, the metals and exchange for the hero copy. As you can see, eventually you'll get to here and you will exchange for more of these copies. So that's one way you can get a copy from there. The second way is the monthly quest, and you're gonna need to leech all the different copies of resources that you can get from inside the game. So the monthly quest will give you one hero selection after you finish all the quests, and you will be able to finish them at some point if you're new in the game. So another copy. Okay, so what else can give us a copy? The shards, the pieces, which has an upgrade also. They finally went into giving more heroes you can select for shards. Every day you can collect shards, and as soon as you reach 50, you will be able to summon. Okay, so it cannot be moved until we finish the daily quests. They added more heroes other than the 4 you can, the 5 you can currently see. There's more beyond what was before. That's terrible. I've been playing for over a year now and I have 0 I think you need to understand how to collect heroes. Okay. And playing for a full year and have 0 immortals, even if you go a couple of months back, let's say 1 year, okay, before, you'll still find that I did start beginning to have immortal. Toku was one of the first, and it took me time to start building up. I'm actually considered one of the very late people of awakening the God Slayer to immortal, one of the very, very, very extremely late people of awakening Storm Falcon to immortal, right? So Rockefeller, I think, almost was my first immortal, right? He was very beneficial at the beginning of the game, very beneficial with his stun ability and passing xwar. And usually if you're just starting in the game, Toku is immortal, right? But I didn't get her immortal at the beginning because lack of understanding the game, which why I'm telling you, if you understand it, you can suck the resources correctly and not have to worry about getting copies that much. Okay, so did I get her to immortal? Yes. Did I get multiple copies of Toku? Yes. Is she immortal? Yes. In the first place, you might be surprised that I have 2 copies of Houston, right? And both of them are immortal, right? This copy, nothing, as you can see. The other copy in comparison, okay? So I think one of the issues, if you're still beginning at the game, lack of resources. Yeah, that's just yeah, I think can actually, yes, 3 months, I think you can reach that. But the more you cannot easily understand the game, know how to progress, know how to actually gain the resources correctly, right? And you're not patient, you don't understand that the resources will become more and will become easier the more you progress across the game, then you're gonna be suffering massively. And I actually played an ad. Well, okay guys, let's enjoy watching playing the ads. Wow. We're gonna get copyrighted. I hope this ends because the copyright will kill the video. Okay. Thank you for supporting Whiteout Survival with the ad. Anyway, if you're playing free-to-play, you will watch the ad to actually gain the bonus or actually gain the resources. And yeah, and it's unfortunate. Just a second and I'll get back to what we were saying. Finally, we achieved finishing all the quests. Yes, at the beginning, finishing the quest is difficult. Getting heroes is difficult. It's insanity. How do you get heroes? Easier at the beginning. Collect your blood phrasal. Save it. I did have it. It expired. I'm not gonna renew it now. Look, mate. I know. Thank you for the advice. But actually, I usually don't play the ads, right? I don't really care about that small amount of resource anyway. So usually I don't play the ads. Anyway, blood phrasal. Okay, since Toku is someone you should focus on early in the game because of her pursuit attack, follow-up pursuit, shadow pursuit, all of that, she is a good DPS. 7 the blood phrasal by destroying or decomposing B-ranked heroes. Let's actually show B-ranked heroes if we have any. I think I automatically decompose them, destroy them. Anyway, another way to see them is the portrait. Very, very below. So B-rank heroes actually will give you the blood phrasal. Blood phrasal, you're gonna be collecting from it early in the game, and you can exchange for Toku, and then exchange for another copy from the monthly quest if you can complete it. If you cannot, just battle in the Legend Mall, and then exchange as soon as you reach, as soon as you reach the third one, the diamond metal, the diamond category group, then you can exchange directly for a copy of Toku. So that would be a total of 3 copies, and eventually it becomes easier and easier, and sometimes while you're summoning in the summoning tower, you get lucky and get an S plus or an S plus hero directly by the wish heroes. And don't forget, you still have the summoning bless or the bless summoning, where you can select an S card or S plus card and select the hero that you actually want. So you have different ways of gaining heroes in the game, including events that give you S plus cards, like this one. If I remember correctly, it has one in the rabbit coin. Yeah. See this? This is an opportunity to get an S plus hero choice card, where you can select one of these fine looking heroes directly to have a copy from. Again, you need to reach every single event and what you really need at that time. And you really need to understand, it's a game of patience. The patient will always advance. The impatient, and who doesn't know what he's doing, will always struggle and feel it's so frustrating. People are spending money and I cannot actually advance. I'm so weak and this and this. I'm even weak in the championship in the arena I'm currently in, and I know that that will improve over time. Before that, did you start the universe / God Star Tech? What do you mean? The universe? Oh, okay. Star Trek. Yes, actually I did. After finishing the main 4, and now that I'm trying kinda to finish the remaining part of the Heroes in Awakening to Immortal and put more time into the God Universe Heroes, now it's time to focus on the Star Tech of the God / Universe Heroes, as you can see. And also let's do one upgrade because it's time for a star exploration. And while we're here, one of the good things you can do in the game is purchase the exploration privilege. If you buy it, you can just click on quick dispatch and all your heroes will go out directly. By the way, the resources that actually it gives you here in Star Explore, they increase based on the awakening of the hero. So the more immortal heroes awaken you have, the more you will gain actually. Plus 50 max. And then automatically you will go to the Star Tech, go to the faction you're trying to upgrade, find one of the key points you're going to be starting to upgrade, whether it's basic HP, or attack or the faction bonus, start upgrading it by using the ore, I don't remember its name, until it reaches level 15. Then it will be completed, as you can see, 15, 15, 15, and you can move to the next one, and then the next one. And that will pretty much give your heroes from that faction universe slash god slash universe actually more attack and more HP. Basic attack increase, then you have Power of Chaos, which is the faction bonus, and you have the basic HP. So attack and HP by a number or a percentage, and then the bonus from the faction. Okay, so that should answer, have you begun to upgrade it? Why are you saving your love summon? Okay. Sometimes I try to do tests in the game. One of them is actually saving up the love summon. Once you have 1000 love summon, and yeah, I did a video, a short one on that before, it can actually give you sometimes randomly an S hero, very rare, very, very rare, once in a year maybe, an S plus hero. And pretty much I'm not interested in getting Blood Phrasal that fast now, so I would prefer to increase the drop rate, and this is all about the drop rate. The more you summon, the more you will have an opportunity to get something better. If you summon 100 summon scrolls, it's different than you summon 5 summon scrolls. I think everyone will agree with that in the game. Can you show what hero they added to the request? You're talking about the ask for help, right? Yeah, we're going to go to that. Okay, so before we actually were paused, I think near here, near the Immortal Deer. Now they added 2. These 2, or I think these 3, were not available before, especially these 2. So now you can collect their shards, and once you have 50, you can summon them directly. That wasn't available before, which is a good advancement and a good direction, because people have gotten sick or have awakened the majority of those heroes. Currently I'm working on collecting shards for the Excellent Fairy of Music. As you can see, there are different shards for different heroes, but some of them are not available to be selected there. Hi, welcome back. So sometimes in different events you actually have the hero selection shards for faction S plus hero selection shards. If you collect 50, you can just, okay, I want the God Slayer, 50 shards, I have 50 shards, automatically summon. So collecting that in different events actually helps you in getting a copy of a hero directly. Do remember also the excellent elite hero piece summoning. The higher you have pieces of it and just do it once, it's a good direction. I finished him actually in Awakening. I'll show Lucas to you. The more you have elite hero pieces and you summon it at once, you might get an opportunity to get an S plus hero. Sometimes you might have that hero awakened, other times no. So elite hero pieces actually have a better drop rate for S heroes and S plus heroes. Unlike the excellent hero pieces, where try a thousand pieces, you might get maybe 1 S plus, but the majority are going to be S for that one. So this is the shards that actually still have a drop rate that's good, or it starts at the elite excellent hero pieces of getting an S plus. Can it happen? Yes. Do you need a large amount of it to actually have a better chance at the drop rate? Yes. So S plus heroes can be collected from that. You will need above 500 shards. Yeah. I've seen people accumulate over 1,000 shards from the elite hero pieces and summon it at once, and it does give them S plus heroes. I'm working on Lucas. Okay, my best S plus is Logan. I spent 100 to get him to Mystic. Is he good? Logan is good actually, and the more he's upgraded, he can do wonders. But in any case, every single hero has something to offer, and it kinda depends on the battle itself still. You're not going to take Lucas against every single type of hero who can still eliminate him. Is he a good hero? Yes. Does he have a special skill that actually allows him to get one of the enemies out of the battle which is adjacent, the opposite side directly from him? Yes. Do we use him in quantum invasion as people use them to take out Einstein? Yes. Does it work? Yes. Can he be used in a different way? 100%. If you have, for instance, Storm Falcon in number 1 or number 2, okay, and you put Logan, sorry. Where are you, Logan? Oh. Please consume this hero, take them out, take Rex out from the battlefield for 2 rounds. So yeah, that addition can help in certain battles actually. Yeah. Oh, you mean Logan. Okay. It's okay. Work on him as a good hero, and in the end you're gonna be working on all of them. As I always say, you're gonna be awakening all of them. You're gonna be needing the majority of all of them, and all of them have different skills and can be beneficial. So we have to do the magic tricky thing. What you did. The magic tricky thing is, you're talking about quantum invasion, right? Let's see, round an enemy hero. You're talking related to the Logan quantum invasion, or which magic tricky thing? Because there is not so much magic tricky things actually. Let's see. Anyone using Logan? Okay, usually it will follow someone who's trying to do high damage. No, not even. Anyway, his tricky thing of consuming the enemy on the opposite side, you're using it related to Einstein. We kind of explained it earlier. So he takes Einstein. No, he did it and said a spell. Please, Logan. Okay. Let's go to Logan and look at his skill actually. That kind of will get you to the point of his magic trick, which is his skill actually of consuming the enemy. Okay. He transforms into a magic dragon for 3 turns and devours 1 enemy in the front row. And that enemy takes damage and is outside of the playfield. What does it matter? He cannot be attacked, cannot be targeted. He cannot attack. He's out of the playfield. So it's pretty much like throwing him from the game, from the battle. Okay, he's not participating. Think of you're taking Rex from the battlefield. Rex is going out of the battlefield. This is just an example. He's not battling, he's not attacking. And after 2 rounds, Rex appears again and can attack. Why would you do that? To take out a stronger enemy. I actually last stream we were talking about that, and it will be done. Unfortunately, we had so many events that I didn't even announce. Guys, if anyone is on SA servers and you want to review your account or something, etc., do share so I can add you, so we can look at your account. And of course you can also on the Discord, links in the description. There are links in the description, links to guides in the description, links to videos in the description, links to the Discord in the description, many things. So yeah, it will be done in a more better way hopefully in upcoming streams. Thank you, I appreciate you saying that, but do remember many of the advice I use comes from other people's efforts, and okay, no problem. It comes from other people's efforts and the guides that actually other players have created, and all credit goes to them in creating those guides, because it simplifies for us the information, and it's easier if we forget or want to just look up a specific hero. And I will show that guide anyway because it's part of this video. Those guides you'll find actually the details of who created it and the attribute of the individual or a couple of people who created it. So that goes out to them. Indira, do you have a immortal now? Indira is just waiting for activation of the awakened skill. I actually started to fix the equipment. This one, I don't think if you look at older videos, this wasn't T1, this wasn't T1, this wasn't even A ranked, none of the four. So I was trying to fix the attributes by actually advanced recasting. Anyway, let's take this to T1 because I had an intention of fixing a little how she's looking. So now it's looking a little bit much better in equipment, right? At the same time, I took her to level 93. What remains is the selection of gems that match her and adding the gems and starting to upgrade the gems. Relic wise, we got lucky actually doing relic summons by the relics cube and the wish list. We got lucky that there has been a drop that came our way, so we got 3 relics for her. Imagine the funny thing is that the same way the wish list in the relics is the same direction that I got 3 relics that are very difficult to get in the first place for the Queen of Desert. With the relics, if you collect all of them, upgrade them to T1 and max them out to level 60, she can do crazy insane damage. Like all the versions you saw of Queen of Desert going almost in round number 1 or round number 2, 20 million and above. One hit, one kill, if you actually do that. So that kind of proves the importance of patience, because eventually the drop rate across the game, it will drop something good your way and you're not gonna be feeling miserable forever. Anyway, let's actually show the codes because we kind of delayed that excessively. Alright guys, start your engines and getting prepared to actually fill in the codes. And I do notice who was available on the stream. If you guys suffered in being able to use any of the codes, you can always message on the Discord. Take a screenshot of the chat so at least I know who you are. And yeah, I kept some of the codes on the side for actually people who attended the stream and gave from their time and effort. Anyway, aside from this, we'll actually be looking at it because it explains the attributes of the heroes. Okay, are you ready for the codes? I believe you're ready. Okay, gentlemen, here we go with the EA, SA, and the Epic Hero codes. Now I'm gonna mute myself because I need to drink some water, breathe a little bit of air. I didn't know you did account reviews. Unfortunately, I'm in EA. It's okay. You can always take screenshots of a specific hero, a specific something, and there are guides actually. One specific I'm gonna show actually can guide you in what you should actually change, what's best for this hero, and so on. You'll understand. You'll understand. You can always ask on the Discord. Okay, gentlemen, start your engines, copy the codes, go for it. Good, fantastic. Congratulations. At least I can say anyone who doesn't get a chance, he still can have a chance. I actually just taken a screenshot so I know who you are. Go to the Discord. And I kept some away from this list. By the way, we're only showing codes once. So after this, we're back into the jamming of the game. Unfortunately. It's gonna be long, unfortunately. On the positive side, I'm gonna edit and cut certain pieces of the stream so they're more digestible and you're just watching, okay, I want to know about the new events, I want to know about the Star Trek, I want to know how to upgrade my heroes, something like that, separate short cut from this long stream. Okay guys, are you ready? Should we go back now? Let's give it another minute and then go back. Okay, I think should go back unless you want to see the codes again. Alright, we're back again into the game, and actually we have the Transcendence Championship, which we will actually begin. We will begin looking at the events at some point after finishing the hero part. Can you account review for EA? Let me simplify it because apparently there's EA and SA. Okay, you can tell me what server you're on, okay, because I'm still gonna create EA server for one of my sub accounts. It's actually servers related to the Middle East. Believe it or not, okay, the links that are in the description, they're region based. So if you try to download from certain countries, it will give you not available in your region. So its copy is related to the Google Play Store. As soon as the person installs that copy, he's going to be looking at different servers. We have the opportunity of looking at the EA and the SA, these two. We also have the server ranges, right? So I can pretty much add myself in any of these two in my account. You should have the same, I believe. Anyway, there is the Chinese servers, and different people have asked, how do I access the Chinese servers? For you to access the Chinese servers, you're gonna need to actually download a copy of the Google Store that's related to Hong Kong and other countries away from EA and SA. Those servers are equivalent that you're downloading the game and removing this game, okay? Still same game, but different servers, and you're going to be starting the game from the beginning. So they cannot use our codes that are EA, just like EA cannot use SA and SA cannot use EA. So their codes are under the category of Epic Heroes. Don't ask me why the labeling is just the game name, but they have specific servers where none of our codes will work and only Epic Heroes codes will work on their servers. So that's the reason the game has 3 different codes, because it is actually server based and region based. Actually, one of the workarounds is I can just simply create an account in any EA server. Okay, I'm telling you, I do have a workaround. You can just tell me which server you are on. I'll create an account there. I'll send you the ID. Okay, and I'll add you as a friend. And friends can at least see this. I'll be able to see the portrait, your main 6 best draft heroes. I'll be able to see your relics, and I'll be able to see part of the information related to your account. So it actually can be done. Other than this, where did everyone go? Probably codes, or they've had enough and need to sleep, maybe. Nice. You're welcome. So as I'm telling you, yes, I can view up to a degree the player and the best draft and the treasure, but actually to see the full list of heroes, it needs to be in a championship of the Dominator, for instance, so you can see this full list of the heroes that are used, so more heroes can show actually. Other than this, you're not gonna get the opportunity to view all the heroes unless it's in a championship. Second one will be the legend, and you need to find the player, and you need to be battling the player in the first place so you can see his part of his lineups that you're gonna be going up against. Daily is gonna be the same. Okay, so the players, at least the heroes show, but you're not gonna really have that much ability to see their details. Again, one of the downsides is SA cannot add EA players and the same, unfortunately. That's one of the server region locking extravaganza enjoyment, that if you try to search the ID that's related to EA or Epic Heroes or Chinese servers, you're not going to be able to add them. But for the sake, Angela account, send the, yeah, okay, sure, send two things: the server, okay, I'll add myself to the server, and also the ID so I can send you a friend request when I'm on the server. I'll need both. Okay, let's put this to the side for a second and see our mail. Request collected, Transcendent Championship. Let's collect, open those emails or mail. Okay, we'll just put this to the side of adding and getting that account, because it can be done, at least seeing the best draft. But let's just focus on the point that's before the events, and that will be kind of the majority, and then seeing the account. I just want to see how to do it. I will do it. Don't worry. Everything in time. But she needs to also she needs to first provide the server, for instance EA654, and she needs to provide her player ID to add her, to send a friend request this ID when I'm on actually her server. So without that I cannot actually get her or find her. Anyway, since the struggle has been real, I will get back to it, don't worry. Since the struggle has been real in going up against players that are stronger because of the merges, and because, well, pay to win players are strong depending on how much they spend, I've come up with a fantastic direction that we can follow. Your direction is going to be simply to awaken all your heroes, because you're going to be using them in different championships, a large amount of them, so you're going to be needing to awaken them to immortal. I guess everyone is trying to do that, so there's nothing special about saying that. 1351, okay, remains the ID. Second thing, you are going to be needing to fix every single heroes. Not that much actually, there's just starting to come even close to that. Not that much, still strong, starting to get close to that. So you're gonna be needing to fix every single mistake, and I left a good amount of mistakes across my heroes, by the way. You're gonna be needing to fix the sigil. Okay, put the right sigil and upgrade it. You're going to be needing to upgrade all your heroes at least to level 90 in the gyms. You're going to be needing to remove gyms that are not the best or ideal for the hero and adjust accordingly, and try to upgrade it at some point step by step. You're gonna be needing, of course, to collect the relics, and that will take time, and I know that, but the most important thing is to fix your hero, start getting the gems to level 90, all the heroes, even without adding gems, because at level 90 it will give you at that stage, you've got the HP plus 5%, attack plus 5%, HP plus 5%. So doing that to every single hero across all your heroes, getting them, as you can see, level 90, and then another level 93, it actually adds to their power. It adds to their power. I still need to create an account on that server so an ID is generated, and then you can actually send a friend request. Let me just finish this one and then we can move into that. So upgrading all your heroes to level 90 can make a difference in giving them more attack and more HP gem wise. Then you can start adding gems to them and upgrading these gems, and likewise stage by stage, hero by hero, limb by limb, time by time, and all of that. So the direction of doing that has reached until Afra. So we're going all the heroes on the top, and we've reached Afra, which is next directly to Rockefeller. Okay, and we'll carry on doing that, upgrading the gym level until Cupid. We're gonna end with until Cupid. So almost all the heroes, they need to be taken to level 90 for that extra boost. As you can see, this is level 30, HP plus 5%, the additional fixed HP, additional fixed attack without any gems. So doing that will increase all your heroes' overall power automatically by just taking them to level 90. Second thing, you will have a problem that you're gonna be needing gems to actually upgrade it, right? Okay, fantastic. You notice that. Upgrade some of the gems, okay, to 5 stars or as much as you can. Remove it and put it to another new hero. What does that mean? Remove all? Okay. Go to a hero. You just start in his upgrades. 63. We need... Yeah, almost. But it really took time and they're just not upgraded yet. Let's see. We need a copy that hasn't been upgraded. No, it doesn't match. Maybe we'll have some luck here. Okay. So this is a hero that hasn't gotten any upgrades, right? First, you're gonna need to unlock all the slots by upgrading. After all the slots are unlocked, what you're gonna do is directly take the gems that you took from your upgraded hero and add them directly. Remove all. Okay, so the hero can now be taken to level 90 by just doing that. You can just add them so you can go above 90. Now you can just take this to level 122, and then when you're finished, I'm sorry, forgive me. Yeah. By doing that move, you'll actually create something that looks exactly like this. 105 out of 90. Okay, so having relics that can take your hero to level 120 or 150, stealing those, having gems, stealing those gems directly from that hero and then adding them back once you finish the upgrades will allow you to actually upgrade more of your heroes to level 120 by doing just one hero. What difference does it make? It makes a huge difference, actually. It's almost 2 million overall power. So that's one thing that you can do across all your heroes to give them that extra 2 million. And then, of course, when you add gems, it will reach that number or more. So overall, you're gonna need to start investing your time in collecting and accumulating the gems, and you're gonna be needing a good large chunk of that and money to do the upgrades. They're really costly. So over time, you start to actually become stronger by gaining that boost to all your heroes, and that's a pivotal point that can be used, that we can use to do upgrades faster. It's gonna cost a lot of money in the game, by the way, to do that move, because the upgrades in gems are very costly. They really cost. This one upgrade is 4 million, just one level. Okay, but it can make a difference, a huge difference. Anyway, let's go into the point that you guys wanted to see, and then we can actually look at the hero attributes and then the events, and that would be the wrap up of this stream. So EA1351. Alright, let's say you want to actually have an account that your friend has it on a specific server, right? Before I carry on, how can I get useful S+ heroes from the summon tower? I haven't got none, even one Crimson Queen. You can get that by trying to accumulate common summon scrolls, okay, and doing X10 summoning as much as you can. If possible, do X10, and then it's pretty much up to the drop rate. X10 means you have 20, you have 10, you have 30 common summon scrolls, and do it at once. X10, 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 you might get lucky. Also, use the summon bless. The summon bless will give you one S+ hero. Select the hero you want. Also, add your wish hero that you want. You need to add your wish hero. And after you get that wish hero, which will be almost in 100 summons or 200 of the common summon scrolls or more, you need to change that S+ hero. You need to change to another hero to fit that place. Also, of course, you have the S heroes. So you have an opportunity to gain these heroes, these cards. So that's also something that can help during the game. Any tips or guidance for Galaxy Temple? Galaxy Temple is one of the events that we're actually going to be looking at, and I'm not sure we're going to have sufficient time, but we will try. Maybe not in depth. Also, there is different videos on the channel related to Galaxy Temple. Galaxy Temple overall is the direction of you beating 7 rounds. Beating the 7 rounds require you to actually select different heroes at your start. And one of the things you can do is select 2 or 3 support and 2 DPS, or 3 DPS and 3 support, for instance. So we're going to be selecting this, support, and 1 support. Then you're going to click on continue, and I think we can just do an overview. Okay, this selection is based on, well, for starters, Fung, or the Panda Chef, has in his kit the direction of dodging an attack, so he can actually survive not taking damage. That's one thing. Frontline Striker is known in this mode, and is known overall to use his special skill of a shot, like an assassin, and take out an enemy, so he's good for round number 1. Einstein will help in resurrecting any heroes that fall or get eliminated. And of course, everyone knows Sally in how she actually attacks with her swarm of bees or whatever, swarm of bugs. So round number 1 is easily won. You won. Okay. So easy. Right. You can now purchase heroes and artifacts. Right. You can sell extra. Okay. So after that, you will get the selection of heroes that you already used. Yeah, everyone loves that panda. But only a rare few actually use him fully and add the relics and do everything that actually lets him shine. Even I didn't do it. Anyway, after round number 1, you have to sell heroes. Now, there are smart directions and videos that actually do much more. And one of those videos I think I uploaded on the channel, he pretty much does not sell all the heroes. Okay? He will keep 3 or 4 of the heroes and sell the rest. Okay? Then he will not refresh. He will go to the next round, and to gain the interest of the coins. The more coins you have and you go to the next round, it gives you an interest. That interest is the extra addition of coins you gain that we actually need. It helps you in exchanging for different heroes. Okay, then it's going to refresh. The shop is going to refresh. You have the availability of selecting heroes for exchanging for the coins, and it's showing the number 30, 30, 30. And you have dark artifacts and divine artifacts that will show. And here you have the new hero. Let's select the new hero because, why not? And then let's refresh. Okay. So we're now at 70, and we can see we have a dark artifact, which we will ignore. It's just to lure you to spend faster. And then we get another good hero, Winter Lord. Let's exchange for Winter Lord, and that should be enough. Let's not be greedy, and let's enter, because we still need some of the coins to be saved up so we can use them. Now, after that, you'll enter into the direction of trying to formulate a lineup. Yeah, you can sell heroes actually. Now we are entering into the second battle. Of course, we're missing one hero, and I never advise anyone to do that move because you might get unlucky and get killed easily. We're relying more on the special skill that two of those heroes have to actually give us a chance to win this battle. We're saving some of our coins for now. Look at that. Destruction. Annihilation. We're saving some of our coins, so in the next round when we gain any heroes, we'll sell and then gain the interest, which is gonna be extra. And at the same time, we didn't lose fully all the heroes, and now we're stuck with just one or two heroes, and it's gonna be difficult for us to win, and we're gonna lose the battle. Is this move risky? Yes. Would you need to try it a couple of times, and it might fail and it might succeed depending on the heroes that show? Yes. Okay, let's skip. And we won round number 2. And we go into round number 3, and we actually have been given this hero, which we will sell. And it's time to actually get rid of Fong, the panda, and the frontline striker. Why? Because as soon as you come to round number 3, it's not going to be nice. They will be eliminated easily. And here we have the nice looking, handsome dragon turning Logan. Will we select Logan? No. We'll refresh. A divine artifact showed, but we're not focused on divine artifacts now, so we refresh. We can see Fearless Aegis has shown. He can be beneficial in actually reducing damage, so we will take him. We still need someone who's more of on a DPS. We can take Storm Falcon. That can work. We haven't, up until this point, gained any artifacts. We haven't exchanged for any artifacts. We're at 21, and this is the current hero selection we have. We're more relying on Einstein to actually survive at this stage. We're going to actually adjust the lineup. Okay. Yes, those are actually from the top, including Wong, the Great Sage. For now, we're just trying to survive, and we might try to exchange. So now it's round number 3, and we won. Okay, for the dragon, yes, you can go and select him. Yes, you can take him, but you'll need a dark artifact to use him. So for now, we're going to sell the artifact that we received, Fictional Reality. It's time to refresh. I'm still holding on to Einstein because Einstein can help in resurrecting if any of our heroes gets eliminated. Okay, so we can see that there is an artifact, Angel Wings. We still are going to be naughty and not go for that, and then we'll refresh. So we have time showing, which can be a good selection if we have actually good artifacts and maybe a hero like the God Slayer, but that's not gonna happen. Light sucks in this mode. It's very terrible, so we refresh. Okay, so we got something we might actually go for, Eternal Soul, and we also have the Templar. Templar is something we can go for, so let's go for it. After you actually have exchanged for one of the divine artifacts or even the evil artifacts, dark artifacts, you can actually equip it to one of your heroes. Now we're at 33, and we're going to also take Eternal Soul. So now, since we're gonna go with both, we're gonna just change and give the gem of Eternal Soul to Storm Falcon, and we're going to give the Templar to Elodia or Olodi. Okay, and now we're at 21, and in comparison 18. One of the difficulties that we're gonna be facing is going to be the Emperor, the Dimensional Emperor, the Queen of Desert. Let's see, can we win? Let's skip. And we got defeated, which is kind of expected because we need better attack and better heroes. Alright, so at this stage, what should we do? We can sell one of our artifacts, pretty much, and sell one of our heroes. And look at which hero should we actually sell. It's gonna be based on skill and, well, how good the hero can help. So I would say let's keep Elodie and let's sell the weakest that's kind of useless because of the stigmata or the sigil she has, and let's refresh. Okay, at this stage we can actually consider taking the dark artifact, the armor, when damage received is less than 5, etc, block damage. Alright, we're gonna also sell Einstein, and we're gonna try to take that one and refresh. We get another Logan. The drop rate sucks, I guess. Primal power, let's take primal power. Let's refresh. We're at 4 heroes, so I might need to sell one of the heroes, and it happens, unfortunately. Jillian, Agus, sorry, we can exchange for her to take his place, and now we're at 4 heroes. Let's refresh. Not the best. Let's refresh. Okay, that can actually work. We're gonna exchange by selling one and keeping it. Then we're gonna sell that and refresh. Time, let's take time. Sure, we don't have that much options, so now we're left with this as a selection. Not going the best, unfortunately, with the drop rate. I would have preferred other heroes, but it is what it is. And we're gonna enter again into battle, and hopefully it will go a little bit better. Let's actually go to speed x4 and watch what actually happens. Alright, so Storm Falcon is a number 1. We're using directly balance to maybe try and stop some of them from moving or attacking. Okay, and we also have our new heroes in selection on both sides. Hopefully they will be able to do something related to the Queen of Desert. And yeah, round number 3 really requires better heroes that are strong in attack. Balance still hasn't been able to actually do anything related to stunning them or anything, or stopping them even. The Queen has been frozen, and finally he succeeded with the Dimensional Emperor, which is good. At this stage, time is actually beneficial because time will increase the damage amounts that we actually did to them. The issue is the Queen of Desert is still able to attack and cause massive amounts of damage, and now she's stunned. Interesting. Okay, let's see. I don't think we really stand the best chances because we lack artifacts. I agree. Let's skip. Oh, look, defeat number 2. Amazing. So what do we do when we're jammed like this? We will have to do the undoable, the unspeakable. Keep doing it. We're gonna do this. And then refresh. Let's take the Bow of Doom. Refresh. Let's take Einstein for now. No, it's not that she's not good. It's more of a we need the coins to carry on actually refreshing. So I'm trying to build around something a little bit different. And shoot, we're not actually able to refresh easier because we might need to sell the Bow of Doom. By the way, this does happen to me from time to time. Not good heroes show up. So I'm lacking artifacts. I'm lacking better hero selection. And as you can see, after all this refreshing, we haven't gotten any of the heroes we actually want. Does it happen? Yes. Is trying again from the beginning can make a difference? Yes. Should I consider this round as a lost round? Probably. Probably. Okay. Let's add the time stone in its previous name. And let's see if Lucas can make a difference with the soul contract. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Yeah, and that would be kind of a defeat, and because we didn't really get to show a full example of what can be done, another variation would be 100% that as soon as you start the battle, you're selecting your heroes. Okay, after you've selected your heroes, taking into account a good selection of DPS and support and buffers, you're gonna win round number 1. After you win round number 1, this is, by the way, a different direction. You're not gonna keep any heroes except one hero. You're gonna sell all of them. You're gonna take all the interest, all that 138. You're gonna refresh. Okay, you see a dark artifact. You're gonna take it, refresh, take that S plus 0, refresh, and no, refresh, take that S plus 0, refresh, refresh, take Medusa, refresh, still nothing. Okay, so at this stage, you're gonna be selling these two and refresh. Yeah, can work at this stage of round number 2. Refresh. Okay, so this is what we're left with for round number 2. Are they sufficient? Yeah, 100% they can be sufficient if they last long enough in causing damage. Okay, so we won round number 2, and this is what we're looking at. Okay, now we're gonna be selling these two, and we're gonna be going into gaining the interest. We're gonna be refreshing, and we are going to take that, sell this, refresh. Now that's actually a hero we can actually use. So we're gonna sell one hero, take another hero, and this is kind of what we're left with after all that crazy insanity of refreshing and going back and forth. Can it be enough? Let's test it out. Put the turning of damage into HP, enter missing a couple of heroes, enter with below the overall power against the other side, wish for the best, you still win, which is good. Alright, so we won one in round number 3. Amazing. We're gonna sell Medusa. We're gonna go back, gain the interest. We are going to take the time gem. We're going to refresh. We're going to take Eden Space. Okay. We're going to sell, let's go with selling Eden Space. We're going to refresh. Refresh again. Again. We're going to take her, Alpha. Okay, so we're left with this as a selection. Do we still lack the full array of heroes? Yes. Is it getting kinda better? Not fully, unfortunately. We're still depending on luck chance to actually win, and we might lose, and that's fine. At that stage, we're going to do the undoable and unthinkable of selling one hero to keep on refreshing until something actually better shows up. Okay. We're gonna take this. Sorry guy, sorry dude. We need more on the currency direction. Sure. Let's take a storm. Let's refresh. Refresh. Time and about. Let's refresh. One more refresh. Okay. For this selection, let's give primal power to Storm Falcon. We're gonna enter into this lovely battle. Okay. And hopefully we'll be able to win and beat round number 4. And I can pretty much tell you the drop rate is terrible. The drop rate is insanely terrible, beyond anything. Let's try again. In any case, usually on the second day, the drop rate would be better sometimes in my case. And usually I would upload always a 7 battle winning streak. So for now, no, it's not really working. At least we got some resources, but you kind of do grasp the idea of select 2 DPS, select 3 support, enter into the battle, sell some of the heroes, and progress as much as possible with trying to save up and selecting the heroes. Hope that kind of helps in explaining kinda. In any case, I'll refer back to that old video. I probably forgot a lot of its details, but yeah, you do need darkness can help, Queen, Julia. If you actually want to look at more of the leadership board, if you actually want to look at the lineups and the heroes that people are using, so you know the best selection when it comes to artifacts and when it comes to also the heroes, as you can see. Cool, right? If you can copy one of their lineups in hero selection based on the heroes that shows up and pops up to you, 100% it can help you to rank up easier, because at least you'll bash and destroy and eliminate every one of the heroes they actually beat before you, because you're going to be starting at a very high ranking, okay, not at the top ranking. So you would consider it below ranking, a 100 something, 200, 300. So at that stage, the selections that are the best for heroes are the actual ones that can benefit you, at least. As you can see, why would you be stuck at that ranking? So can you mention your dream team in Galaxy Temple along with their position? Okay, sure, if you can work on it. But actually, I would recommend that when I share that video again later on the channel, it's a very, very short video that a player did, and it gives you Insanity Mode 100 of how he does it, actually. The dream team would be... Okay, the dream team. Yeah, it's actually more helpful and beneficial than what I'm trying to explain, because it just goes into it in a crazy direction. And he will tell you away when he shared that video, not inside the video. You will need to keep trying this again and again, because it fails. So it's not one time you do it, it succeeds. Even Galaxy, this mode, this event, it's not one time you'll get the heroes or you'll get the Queen of Desert or Julia to pop up. So the dream team should have all the heroes that are showing currently, except the Goddess of Life should have... no, I think it's good. I think this one is good, actually. Yeah, the dream team, the best that can actually do stuff would be the ones that have the Queen of Desert, the Great Sage, Zeus, the Emperor, and who else? Julia. and an addition of Goddess of War, Locadia. That would be the dream team. So that would be Zeus, Julia, Dimensional Emperor, Goddess of War, and Queen of Desert. The Great Sage would be the final one. Yeah, that kind of would be the dream team, because they will mix and match with HP recovery, attack power, and the Queen of Desert will help massively in draining HP faster by one attack. Zeus will help in stunning all of them. So if he actually stuns the enemy, they will not be able to attack. The Great Sage will take some of them out, and the Queen of Desert can actually blow away a good portion of their HP. Because Zeus can stun many different heroes, he can actually... Yeah, she is amazing. Zeus can stun many different heroes. He can actually stop Darkness and other heroes from being able to attack. So that can help. Lucadia is just added for the boost she gives the heroes. That's it. She will boost the Queen of Desert, she will boost the Great Sage and Zeus, and so on. So that would be the dream team. I would call it Savage Team. Stun, eliminate, buff, increase, attack, and wipe out. Okay, so back into the direction of going to another EA server, 1351. Okay. So what you would do to actually join your friend on another server, and that will create a new account pretty much in your... It's a sub account. So you're not gonna have your main account there. Okay. So login again at 1351. Okay. First, you would select either it's EA or SA. So we're EA. Okay. Then you can scroll down until you actually reach the range that you want to create a server in. Again, it's very important that you select the correct range. 1351. So go down, down, down. 1351. It will fall in this range. You'll scroll down on the right side, and as soon as you reach EA Hero 1351, you would switch your server. Can you switch back? Yes, you can switch back. Do you have to endure the painful start of the beginning of a new account in the game from the beginning? Yes. Oh look, it's time to screw nails. Put the screw of the nail in its rightful place, and then you are pretty much stuck with doing this, and you can try to skip the Novice guide. It's called the Novice guide, unfortunately. Okay, so one of the things you can do to skip the Novice guide is clicking on the back button and then clicking on the upper screen. It will show skip Novice guide, because I cannot stand doing it. How many times I created mini sub accounts. It's destruction, honestly. Very long and keeps popping up and annoying. So that would be the ID, okay, that anyone on the servers of EA can add me. See that ID? Beautiful ID, right? What you would do with that ID is go to the friends, okay, friend management, search. You would type this ID here and click on search. My account, this account is going to show up, and you can send a friend request on EA servers. What's the point of we creating this? So players on EA servers can have the opportunity to actually show in the video, just like SA servers is much easier. And at the same time, I can benefit from all the mini sub accounts. Beautiful, right? You cannot even see the main account I'm on. Amazing. See that? It doesn't show the original account in the first place. You gotta be amazed by how when you're doing that, things go cuckoo all over the game. Anyway, to add, you will have to actually just type in the ID and send the friend request. While you're actually doing that, let me just check on what's going on. And I think one of the reasons is I need to return to SA and the server range that has my main account. I think that's one of the reasons. It should usually show, yeah, it should pop up like this, right? So if you cannot find your account and you cannot remember the server, you're not actually screwed. You just need to actually try and find it. So eventually I'll find the main account, or I'll just use the binding and switch, and that's okay. I'm not gonna switch, I'm just searching where it went for now while you actually send a friend request or type your ID so I can send a friend request. Beautiful. Okay. By the way, their direction is to merge more of these servers together, because as you can see, there are older servers, way older, newer ones, and there's so much servers. So it kind of saves on, well, money for server maintenance. Merge it in one big server, pretty much. Okay. How far does it go actually? My God. They are merging servers, but at the same time, they keep opening new ones. Interesting. Okay. Anyway, are you still gonna progress with sending your ID inside the game, or actually sending a friend request? Because we kind of need to move on. Okay, for now we'll return to that later, I guess. Okay, so in this lovely situation where I'm not seeing my main account, what I would do is switch to another one that's actually related to SA and see what will happen. So this is kind of the test account, the main one that is used in events and stuff, the CPP Lite. Yeah, exactly as I thought. As soon as I switch to the servers that are related to the SA direction, now I can actually find my main one. Yeah, might be because I'm switching between servers. Okay, now we're back, and we kind of guaranteed that your account isn't going to be lost. It's slow. The stream is slow. Okay, I understand. Lagging probably because of the switching of servers. Let's just collect that VIP points for now and get back to the EA Hero 1351. At least it's showing now correctly. Okay, we're back. We can actually put the ID. This is the account, this account's ID. You can type it in the search and it should show this account. Now for its lovely name, let's change it. The first name change is actually free. CB Light EA1. Okay. For, I guess, the country, for this one, since I like to go random, let's give this one this time Marshall Islands. Why not? Hey. Slow. Okay. I'll just need to carry on because we need to move to the events. The point of viewing that account, it can be done even off the stream. Sorry about that because it's beginning to become more and more late here, so we need to progress. Anyway, you'll just send a normal friend request like you do with anyone you're trying to add as a friend on the game. And that would be pretty much what you would do, and just go to your friend list and click on the player's image, pretty much the profile image. Okay, so we're back into the main account, and it's time to actually, look at the events and finish the events, right? Okay, so in the events you have the Diamond Piggy Bank. The Diamond Piggy Bank is pretty much, you would click on save, you would save diamonds, okay, blue diamonds in the piggy bank. At the end of the event, after 21 days or 20 currently, okay, it will give you a total accumulation of diamonds that's even higher than the diamonds you saved in the piggy bank. So all you need to do is do the tasks it requires. What are the tasks? Log into the game. Now you're saving that amount. I'm not sure it actually deducts from even your diamonds. It's just based on you doing the quest. Okay, it's gonna add the diamonds to the piggy bank and then give you a bigger amount, so it doesn't deduct. Then you have to sell 3 carrots daily and gain 100 VIP experience. That can only be gained by spending money, so that's out of scope for us. We're gonna be stuck with sell 3 carrots, log into the game daily, and just add the diamonds to the piggy bank. Unless you spend money, then you can go for the third one. It will give you more blue diamonds at the end of the event after 20 days. Okay, then you have the new hero. Okay, this is an important point. If you're going to try to use this hero to skip stages in Galaxy Wanted, to skip stages or test him in any event, in anything, wink wink, across the game, do not click on the free trial and collect it now. Wait until the new day starts. You have energy, you can battle across the game and everything, if you know what I mean, that's in the game, right? Especially things that you can find here if you're focused enough near Galaxy Wanted. Once you collect him, you'll get actually a copy of him for testing. Okay, that copy is still a strong copy that can benefit you in moving across Galaxy Wanted or different modes in the game. Now after that, you have the fantastic looking drop rate, because this is actually considered summoning. Reward preview, it's the drop rate of different heroes once you summon. Okay, you have a chance at getting mystic heroes, which is actually S plus, higher than usual, 1.49, at a small percentage across the different heroes. Then mystic heroes at a higher percentage, which is S ranked, legendary, legendary A, and ordinary. You will not get resources, you'll only get heroes for summoning, like the summoning tower. Okay, so how do you progress with that? You will do quests. Okay, the bar will fill up after you finish quests. These quests are going to help you to progress in the development quest, and as soon as you reach level 10, you'll get your excellent copy of the new hero. After that, you can keep on progressing until level 30, which will give you another 10 summon scrolls. Now, on the opposite side, if you pay money in the advanced, you'll get the copy on day 1. Okay? And as you progress, you'll get more, summon scrolls. And you'll also get the avatar at the end. At the end of the last day of the event. Or when you actually, reach level 30. How do you actually progress? You would do the quests. So simple. But if you actually get the new hero, you can just go to clear stage xwar 310 by using that new hero and other heroes. Then there is a summoning quest, and then awakening him quest, and upgrading his exclusive, and then using him in Star Trek. And that you can do with the trial version, by the way. If you have the trial version, you got it, you can do it. You just wait until the refresh of Star Trek, and then you'll add the new hero to the lineup, and that would finish that quest. And you would try your best to log in daily, play daily, finish the quests, these ones, because they give enough experience so you can actually progress faster. And it's important that you do the 20 points of energy in home world spin. That one, you would go to the casino, okay, and then you would actually play the slot or actually use 20 energy to gain the resources. By spending that 20, you will automatically have completed that quest. Okay, fantastic. Let's stop that. Actually, okay. I actually wanted to stop it to add the skip functionality. Nice, okay. More resources. Fantastic. Let's claim. Let's add the skip functionality. And now I remember why it's removed. It's a subscription privilege direction. Usually I just use it. Anyway, so we now have 10 common scrolls for this event. We can actually exchange for another 10 by using 2,200 diamonds, blue diamonds. And then, of course, you have the trials. Like every new hero has his trials. One of the interesting and important things, if you're actually spending money, it is worth it to buy the 7 days, okay, gift boxes. Every day one of them will unlock. It gives you summon scrolls for the event. It gives you 5 faction S plus hero selection shards, like the shards you saw on my account, diamonds, and VIP experience ×1. Also, it's considered cheap in related to the different things you can buy in the game. So the first one is going to be, we need to select a lineup in the trials. We're going to select this lineup, and we're relying on Rockefeller to actually stun them, and on Avatar of the Forest to actually eliminate a good portion of them by using his skill, the arrows, the 15 arrows attack. Okay, nice. And that would actually finish trial number 1. The trials will be shared in a separate video once they unlock, and the second one is going to unlock tomorrow, and the third one is going to unlock after 2 days from now. Overall, in the event duration, there are different things you can purchase. As you can see, this is the prices in Malaysian ringgit. Based on your account and region, it should show in your local currency, or the currency that you've selected, or is supported by your Google Play Store. So since we have 10, we can actually just do directly at least 1x10 summoning, and I don't think we'll get lucky and get any good heroes. Yeah, we got common B summon heroes, which is normal, and by doing 10 summons we actually gained more experience. So that completes the bar of going to level 4. We still have a couple of levels, 6 almost, yeah, to reach level 10 and then get the excellent copy. For now, the free trial itself, if you click on it and claim it, and you can actually click on the tutorial, burst damage, aerial damage, critical damage and attack, then the artifacts recommended, the talents recommended selection, the advice for the sigil, and the advice for which lineup to use the hero with other heroes. If you click on it and claim it, you'll get the copy, you'll get an immortal copy of him, and you'll be able to use it for 2 days. That's why I'm saying keep it, do not use it, do not be smart, and use it for the exclusive dungeon, use it for Galaxy Wanted, and you might even try to use it for time travel, Stigmata, Zone 1 and 2. It might help, you never know. For that piece of the events, that's going to be it for that one. And now we can actually move into the second one. I'm not gonna link directly the Transcendence Championship, but it came out in its normal time related to this one. The Transcendence Championship is pretty much you're betting on different groups that have players. The direction is to gain the prediction metals. By gaining the prediction metals, you'll be able to exchange them for Metherol. Metherol is the resource you're using for the reincarnation treasure summoning, which is here. By adding the Metherol in the forges, you'll be able to summon treasure or shards for your reincarnation treasure. Okay, going back to the Transcendence Championship. One of the easiest things you can do, because it's not always a correct guess, just support the player with the highest success rate of winning, or support rate. Okay, and that would be it. If the player wins, you get your predictions correctly, you will gain the prediction medal. If he loses, you will not gain it. Then you have rewards of the prediction medal based on the number of predictions you've made. Making 5 accurate, making 10, and making 13 predictions or 15. Okay, so after the first different groups, one of them will come victorious against everyone else. There's the knockout round, and then the finals, 1 versus 1, and then the final number will be the prediction metals you got during the entire event. You can exchange it for Metherol at that stage. Simple, straightforward Transcendence Championship once in a month. Let's see, no questions. Okay. And now the rabbit direction. Okay, so the event, the bunny, the rabbit, the market, the rabbit harvest is very simple in its logic. Every single day, that lovely looking rabbit, okay, has a today price for selling carrots. First, you'll need to collect the carrots. Correct? Correct. Let's go to where the carrots are in the water. Alright, at the beginning, you would go to the rabbit sign-in, collect your water. You're gonna use that water in the rabbit home world. The build-up direction, and then you get resources when you reach a specific number, the usual. Okay, then you have the 7 days offer. Of course, you'll have to pay to open it, but it gives you water cans, which is exactly what you're using to increase this bar, which exactly at number 100 can give you this, which is exactly also at number 250 can give you an S Plus Hero Relics also selection card. One of the interesting things that I'm not sure every player saw, if you actually keep scrolling, at 5 to 100 you have God Universe S Plus Hero Selection card. Yes, there is a God Universe S Plus Hero Selection card actually. Okay, so let's carry on with what's available actually to see. You have your daily pack, the 50 diamonds. You have the weekly card, which will give you water canister and stuff. You have the special mall, where every time it comes, there is a discount, where very, very much different things are at a cheaper price to buy in the game. For instance, Chest of Uru. For instance, yeah, that's not actually worth buying from the event, but okay. For instance, the 100 Light of Divine, the 20 Common Summon Scrolls, and the random Chest of Uru, which the top reward, the ultimate, which is going to be difficult to get, is 50. You can buy it 5 times, that specific one, at a very cheap price. Then you have the diamond packs, and that's one I'm actually interested in. you can exchange for 10 common summon scrolls and then another 10. Then you have this array of rewards that you can exchange for by diamonds, by the blue diamonds, including 2 faction scrolls, which is great. Okay, so for the carrots direction, accumulating the carrots, getting carrots is by finishing quests. You'll find it in the rabbit quests before the skin pack. And this is the skin related to the dragon hero. Let's watch. Pretty much Orochi or Orosh got actually a new skin. God of Hydrus. Who's the God of Hydrus? We would go into the heroes, God heroes. We would go into the skin and we can see his skin here. What's the value of skin? It adds HP, attack, and broken armor to the attributes of the hero. So he gets a new skin because people do like him in how he is in his overall power. Alright, so we finished the quests, which is pick up the 5th chest of daily quests and pick up the 5th chest of daily quests. Now we have our carrots. And this is actually the most important thing. Do not sell your carrots. Wait. No, I'm not gonna... No. That's just showcasing the video. If you actually go to the skin pack and you click on preview, right? You can actually watch a battle with the skin being used. And yes, he's savage. He's savage. Now, you got the carrots. First thing you do not sell the carrots. Be patient. Number 1. Add people that can be on your team. Why would you do that? Because you gain, what do you call it? You gain in the ledger bunny coins. Okay, the bunny coins, and by the way, they need to accept to be added to your team. The bunny coins accumulate in the ledger. So the earnings, you get a bonus from the entire group of the 3 people that are in the team. You and the other 2. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, you can share, okay, you can share your shop with the world and the union so they come and buy carrots from your store. By buying carrots from your store, what do you think you'll gain? Bunny coins. We're at the price that's high today, 791. What we would do is we would go to the English channel number 10 and find someone who's at a higher price even than us, the 935 for instance. Okay, if he's unable, you are over the sell limit, you cannot visit his store and buy, because people actually target those ones more than anything else. They can wait the entire day just to find one of those. So they're all over the sell limit. Let's see the private messages, because probably someone said, come join. Let's actually join. So, okay. So now we've added, okay, another 2 players. Okay. The accumulation of everything the 3 of us will gain will benefit us. I shared my market, so actually I can sell some of, well, the carrots. Others can come and sell in my store. So this is kind of something we sold from the carrots. Still, we need to go back before we carry on and find someone who might have a higher price. No, we don't. By the way, I'll explain maybe in a shorter video how you can actually add your sub accounts as one of your friends if they are on the same server range. For instance, let's find one of them. Okay, no, not that. I think some of them got removed. Anyway, you can add your sub accounts because they have a different ID, and then you can send the shop if one of the sub accounts, if you have a number 2 or 3, has a total selling price that's higher than you. And then you can click on the link, because you can message each other even if it's in the same account. Messages can be sent between both main account and sub account, and then you would visit that store and buy from that, sell your carrots there, it will give you a higher price, which equals higher coins gained. For now, I'll just sell in my store directly because, yeah, the current price is higher than the average sell price in the market. Or sure you want to sell. Continue selling. Thank you for the coins. Okay, so the bunny event is simply an accumulation of the bunny coins, and then you can exchange for all the resources you see. Last time, there was a worry that we're not going to be able to get the coins we need and all of that. We're not going to be able to finish. You have enough time, 14 days, to get all these rewards 100% fully, and I've done it actually. All you need is a higher price. All you need is actually to add people to your team. So at the end of the new day, okay, you'll actually gain more bunny coins. And at the same time, there is the ranking. The ranking is fully focused on how many bunny coins you have. The ranking also has a reward at the end of the season after the 14 days, as you can see. So it's a fantastic event. Everyone enjoyed it last time. 100% there will be a separate video focused on doing that. And 100% you can get all the rewards. It does remind me of the auto-click application that I use for this one, I believe. Yep, he got 16k. Yes. He's in Union, Brazil. Capsules Volume 1. I wonder what Capsules Volume 2 can do if you're at version 1 and you can do that. Okay, if you're wondering how did he do that insane number? Okay, he's crazy. He kept sharing friends. Send to all humanity. Okay, send it to all humanity to visit my shop. Share. World. Send. Union. Send. You're gonna have to wait a little bit to send it. But he kept sharing it, letting everyone come to his stall or store. Let's call it stall better. His stall to actually buy from him. That's kind of the majority of how he earned more bunny coins. People coming to sell their carrots here, right? In his version, in his account. That's how he tried to accumulate as much as possible. As you can see, there is a stall revenue that's coming from actually different players visiting the profile. Okay. And if you click on friends, you can open the visit. When open visit is enabled, all friends can come to your market. You need to actually click on open visit. You need to do that. So if one of your friends, okay, comes and has it open, you can actually visit their market like this. Go home. What difference does it make? Sending the message to the friends, visiting their markets, they visiting your market, you might find a selling price that's high, and that will give you more bunny coins. 100%, that's kind of the direction of the entire thing. See that 791? So selling it at a higher price and having a higher price, yep, and people coming to actually buy from you, that's kind of the direction. Now, one thing I do want to have a look at in another stall. Yep, you should not actually sell your carrots here. It's a low price. Let's see. They get some, by sharing his store ratio, they get some commission along, and team members also helps. Yeah, one union can be insane and fully focus on one human being, and together everyone buy from him, and voila, he's gonna be top ranking everyone. Why? Because it's related to people visiting your store and actually selling their carrots there. As you can see, everyone is trying to get someone to sell it. They will favor more on my store because it's 791, 133, 411, and in certain days it's a high price and other days it's a low one. That's it. And overall, can you actually gain all these rewards and have enough coins? Yes. What would I highly recommend that you do? Do not exchange for any of the rewards. Wait until you go for first the 4 faction S plus card. Am I saying you're gonna get 18k and then 18k and then all the remaining ones? Yes, actually you will. Because of the duration of this event and because of the accumulation that comes from the team. See this? Team labor funds earned today 1,700. Okay? If you have a low rate, okay, first thing you should do, you can still share it. Some people are not aware of that point. Some people might buy still. You never know. Actually, it does happen. For you, your main focus would be to finding a stall that has a higher price than your price and actually selling there. If you low rate, then sell in other shops. Yep. And by the way, the rate can actually go to 900 plus. So 700 is still very low. This guy has a very good rate, 935. How can you actually see it easily? It will be in red, by the way. If you notice, the text that's low is in green. It's vice versa. It's supposed to be this in red and this in green. So 954, 791, 811, 901. As soon as you find someone, just tap to visit. If he's opening, that you can do that. I haven't seen it, but I guess yes. Usually it's 984 something. I haven't seen 999 fully, 100% 999. In any case, it is very simple. You obtain carrots by completing rapid quests. You earn coins by selling carrots in your own market or a friend market. You exchange for the rewards. Okay, as you said, yes, they do fluctuate between 100 and 999 every day. Certain days you will get a low rate of selling, other days you will get a higher rate like today, and vice versa. It will keep mixing and matching. When the price in your own market is not ideal, you can go to your friends. Earn by selling at a higher rate market. You may invite your friends to form a team. Every day, 10% of the total earnings will be distributed to each member in a form of a labor fund. So because of that extra point, not only selling the carrots, we actually have any chance of actually gaining all this. And that's the majority of how you would go about this event. It's gonna be a rush event, by the way, and you need to play daily, but it can be done. Anyway, guys, I think despite certain things I had to not focus on and cut, I believe we sell above 850 daily, then we collect our rewards. Yes, that would massively help. And I think the main point is at least selling above 750. Selling your cards at least above 750 daily and having other 2 team members that are smart enough to earn a good amount daily. If they're selling their carrots at a very low rate, they will also be damaging you in the labor funds the next day. Is it random or affected by participation? We can go with random because it's based on the game algorithm changing the number given certain players on certain days. As you can see, low prices, he's suffering or she's suffering to the maximum, 133. And then you have from 100 to 999. Okay, so there is a randomization point of, see that, 900, 928, 992. And they're all I think because we lack carrots, that's also part of it, and they might not have it open. I think you can visit it regardless. So I would go with it's more randomized. It's not affected by people participation or anything. It's affected by how the game made it with the algorithm. Pretty much certain players randomly will get low rate, other players will get high rate. Next day they will either get a little bit extra. Oh, I actually go just by my YouTube name actually. Is it yeah, the YouTube name. So yeah, certain days, 1 or 2 or 3 days, you might get a low rate. 4 or 5 in the arrangement of the 14 days, you'll get a higher rate, and so on. Anyway, guys, since it's time for us to actually wrap up, it's time to actually do some summoning again. 1S. I was hoping maybe an S plus. That might make me feel a little bit better after all the scrolls, common sub scrolls. I'll just do this one out of any hope. Okay, so we got absolutely nothing except S heroes, which unfortunately they're both awakened. And when you get those lovely looking S heroes, the first thing you would do, if they're already awakened and you don't need them, deconstruct, destroy. Once they're destroyed, you will get the colorful essence for them. Why do we do this? Why not just keep them? We do this simply because you can use them to exchange for either Cyber Ronin or Anna. You're welcome. Thank you. So the colorful essence, you can use it to exchange for Cyber Ronin or Anna. And even if you don't want both of them, you can go for Medusa if you're trying to build her. Rockefeller, General of Rescue, Mother of Swarm. So those useless S heroes that you do not need can give you other heroes from here. Especially these two at S+. Thank you. I appreciate you. These two that are S+, guess what? If you get one of these S+, and then you go here, same place, and then you destroy them, okay, S+ heroes. Do you know that you can get 100 essence by just one S+? Of course, for the heroes that are universe gods, you'll need 800. But the main point is, if you're struggling to get Chest of Uru, actually, if you look at one of my previous videos, I had 800 essence. That will give you almost 120 chests of Uru. So 1S plus hero will give you 20 chests of Uru. 50 and 50 because it's a total of 100. How will that help you? No, I did that before. It's not the best. I can tell you another way, and there's a video also on the channel of how to get more gold. At the beginning of every reset, I'm going to show it to you. You can get 90 million actually. So simple, right? So yeah. Let's just show where to actually go to get that 90 gold. You can at least get 20 chests of Uru by destroying one of these two copies, either Cyber Ronin or Anna. This one. After 8 days and after it refreshes, if you're destroying heroes that are A ranked and you do not need them, you can exchange for it directly at almost 80 exchanges or 90. Those 80 exchanges are going to show in your account as something like this. The only difference is it's going to be 80 of it. And that will automatically give you 90 million at the beginning of the refresh. Aside from that, we kind of are doing good money-wise. 42 is still okay. Alright guys, it's time to wrap up. Definitely if you have any questions, do leave it in the comments section. There are so many videos that you might actually benefit are on the channel. When in doubt, seek someone to ask out. Just write a comment and ask. whether it's on Discord. There are links in the description that can guide you, actually, playlists. If you go to the playlist section of the channel, you'll find playlists for different things of the game. You'll find for space discovery, you'll find for xwar and so on, and different events. If you have any questions, feel free to message on Discord or on YouTube. Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning in for another one of these long events, and definitely we'll be seeing you in upcoming videos. Check the links in the description and have a great day ahead, guys.